Hey, welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, John, how's it going? Hashtag Andre Hype. How you doing, man? Welcome. It is July 26th. It's still a hot summer day. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday evening. Maybe it's a Friday morning at this point. Maybe you're watching on the VOD. How's it going? Shanks it also. How are you doing? Welcome, Dart Star. Let's make some laws. Some laws are going to be made today. Let me tell you that. Being a person playing Netrunner, hey, not too bad. Are you on the Kentucky.net, John? Are you in here? Oh, I didn't log in. Today we got some stuff to do. We actually have a lot of stuff to do. Yo, what up, Steven? You got a day off today. How you doing? Thanks for dropping by, huh? YouTube chat. How's it going? One more thing. Yeah, so we had a cool we had a pretty good Netrunner week. We got some stuff to talk about, but we're back. Hey, Andre. Hey, Chad. Dite, how's it going? Also, Tenaces, how's it doing? Over there in Twitch. How you doing? I got your, you whispered about a deck list that you sent me, but I guess this is a good segue into the first point. I couldn't open it because Netrunner DB is down. It's down right now. And, well, if you know anything about the stream, maybe you might know that we start with the deck list of the week, and we can't do it. We've finally been unshackled. Dobby has received a piece of clothing, and he is now free. Literally don't know what to do. This is both very... I don't know. It feels good, right? Like, the world is open. You exited the vault. You see the vista, but... oh boy, is it overwhelming. Quick save. How's it going? Yo, Marco J. How's it doing, Martini? How's it going? It's been a while. And Conduit. Oh no! Yeah, how are you doing as well? Thanks for dropping by. Dumb break, good evening as well. Tataki, apparently they changed DNS servers. Yo, what's up, Tataki? Not exactly sure what that means. I still think it's down though, right? Feels bad? It doesn't feel that bad. It feels pretty okay. Did you see the Obelisk Liza counter surveillance deck? Yeah, we're gonna be playing some Liza tonight, Shang. I'm not a big fan of Obelisk in it. There's a lot of stuff to talk about that deck specifically because it's kind of weird. That deck is interesting for sure. I'm good. Martini says, been playing a lot more lately, got the final regional this weekend. Yeah, where are you playing, Martini? Where's the regional this weekend? Good luck, too. Do you know what you're playing? If you can talk about it, you'll get stream sniped on here. People will know. They'll tech against it, so be mindful. So without a deck list of the week, we're just going to go straight into some deck building. Interestingly enough, we have to do all our deck building on one of the other options. The other options either being Meteor, that's StimHack. If you didn't know, this is another website. It's owned by StimHack. It used to be created and owned by Chris Kiv, who hopefully you know something about Kiv. What a dude. But I think we're just going to do it on Kentucky.net, put some decks together, and jump right into it. Adelaide. Going to play Ken and Biotech one last time. Hey, I like that pairing. Good luck, hey, by the way, good luck. I didn't know you were... did I know you were from Adelaide's Australia? Right? Yeah, I think it's Australia. Cool. So this weekend we came back. I was in Toronto. A couple things to say. We had a regional in Toronto. It was Toronto's last regional, FFG regional at least. And there was about 30 players. There was around 30 players. It was a very competitive group of people. If you want to watch this, and huge shout out, if you don't watch this, do check this out. I actually had the privilege of commentating, I think the first game in the top cut. But VTTV is two dudes in Toronto, Victor and Travis. And they have a YouTube channel, and they do a lot of stuff. They do a lot of game stuff for a lot of different games. I was talking specifically, this is everything, right? You can sort by playlist and find Netrunner. And I don't know what it is. Their Netrunner videos, I think I was talking to Travis about this. Their Netrunner videos don't get that many views compared to everything else. And maybe Netrunner is just a smaller game, but like... nice, oh, gotta mute that. But like their quality is really good. The production quality is really good. It's actually like quite nice. Their cards appear on screen. They see deck list. It's quite all right. I just cut away from it, I'm aware. And on the other side, they have the Twitch channel. Generally, these things on YouTube show up after they come up on Twitch. And you can find the Netrunner regionals here if you want to watch. And it's all of it. And, like, absolutely stunning production value. You should check this out if you haven't. I didn't get to watch the full top cut because I had to leave. I didn't make the top cut, unfortunately. But, like, deck lists, it's good. It's good stuff. You should check it out for sure. Oh, shit, Andre, with the advertising dollars. I'm going to get myself over to Indianapolis and Philadelphia for the regionals. When are those, Taki? Also, Infusion, how's it going? I'm going to Adelaide Regional as well. Well, hey, Martini's in the other chat in Twitch. Maybe you have an opponent there. Bounce to losers. Oh no! There's a clip. Sads, how's it going, Sads? I don't know if can I open this? What is this? I'll open it. This looks like a VTTV link. So yeah, I showed up in Toronto. I was the only person from Montreal, a lot more. Oh, there's meant to be audio here, so it doesn't look like I'm gonna appreciate this. I was the only person from Montreal. We were meant to have a car of 6 people. I showed up anyways, and I played in. It was only 4 rounds, right? Because we were just like 2-3 people shy of a 5-round tournament. And I bought my first round, so I didn't have to play, and I got 2 wins. I used my regional bye from winning Store Championship this season, and then second round, I split. So I was playing an acid spammy version of what's it called of the new one, Matimakundo. And it's a pretty good deck. It's actually, I think, relatively competitive against Valencia. I was expecting Valencia. Employee Strike is pretty bad. But I actually faced against a very popular Toronto deck was a Nat deck. And normally I'd be pulling up all these cards. It's kind of hard because, again, Netrunner DB is down right now. But a Nat deck that's basically hitting Clan Vengeance, Hacktivist, 3 copies of Hacktivist, which is something I did not expect people to be playing. I thought everyone would be on Employee Strike, considering CI looked okay, Asmari's pretty good. But I think a lot of people would be scared of Matimakundo. So I predicted the meta would have a lot of Employee Strike over Hacktivist. And I can deal with Employee Strike. But I played against a triple Hacktivist deck. I think in that game specifically, by turn 5 or 6, I had 5 agendas in hand. It didn't draw well, and you lose. You lose pretty hard. But then I won the other side. Then this third round, I got swept entirely. It was the same Nat deck with 3 Hacktivists. It was brutal, and I couldn't get through Enigma. And my final game is actually on the channel. To make finals, we had to 2-for-1 the last game. Basically, you had to sweep. A lot of people will do this. A lot of people will do this when you look at the numbers, right? And I think we were both 9 points, me and this other guy. I forget his name right now, but I think it was his first tournament. So hey, shoutouts for coming out. He was playing the outfit and Max, and basically at 9 points, the only way to make the top cut, which was a top 8 cut, is to get 15 points, which is 2 wins. So basically, if we split, we both ensure that neither of us will make the cut. And you see this a lot of times for people that are trying to min-max their tournament results. They will actually say like, hey, we want a 2-for-1, which basically says whoever wins the first game also wins the second game. Like you concede the second game. It's not meant to be. It's sort of like I see how some people could see that as collusion, but it actually. It's a good thing that you're allowed to do that legally within the game. Just otherwise, it gives a huge benefit to people who show up in teams and stuff like that. Yeah, I was offered that to my opponent. My opponent didn't want to do it. You don't pressure them. That's fine. I don't take that at all hard. And then did not manage to win the second game. Won the first game. So we both knocked each other out of the cut, which is kind of disappointing. If either of us made it, obviously it'd be great. But oh man, I got like it's on stream if you want to watch it on VTTV Live. I don't think I played particularly well against the outfit. I think I ended up with like 6 or 7 bad pub as a Valencia, and just could not break an Enigma for the life of me. It was kind of miserable. Oh, Ninja Mike, what's up? Mati was popular last weekend. There was a ton of Matimakundo in Toronto. Just absolutely everywhere. Exact same story, record at my regional. Spooky. No way, don't break. Yeah, so I ended up going 4-4, which doesn't make the cut. Kind of upset. Probably should have played something different. I didn't even play that many games, right? Because I used to buy, so I didn't even feel like I Netrunnered out. But we got a regional this weekend. Sorry that we're preloading all the words here. Actually, I got really big news for the regional this weekend in Montreal. I'm streaming it. I'm actually not going to play. And I went ahead. By the way, we got some really cool stuff here on the stream today. I bought a bunch of hardware just because of this and because I want to continue streaming in the future. But like, stuff is wild now. I bought one of these things, like a stream deck. It's the thing that it's called. I bought this. Let's see if we can show it. Like this little box that lets me hotkey all my stream commands. So like we can do this whenever we want. That was meant to work. I just got it an hour ago, so it's not particularly good. But I also got a capture card, so I'm gonna hook up a good camera, and we're going to stream the regionals on Saturday. The breaking news graphic isn't up, but we're going to be streaming on Saturday. We're at BD Cosmos. This is the last regional in Montreal. We know a lot of people are coming in from Toronto. I'm hoping a lot of people will come up from the States, maybe from the East Coast. I don't know. It's in BD Cosmos, which is in Laval. We'll be there. We'll be there all day. Probably be about 8 hours, but we'll try and be doing commentary all day as well. I'm not playing, so I can do commentary all day. Hopefully you can drop by. Of course, it will be on the VOD if you need to watch it, and I think we're just going to have a ton of fun because it's the last regional. Maui Chris, how's it going? How you doing? I've got a stream deck. It's fantastic. Yeah, John, man, I'm digging this. I just figured out, like, I just set it up, so not everything's set up, but I got all the lights on it. It's going to be really fun. T is really fun to play, like a slasher film. Great to hear you're planning on streaming much further into the future. Yeah, I definitely want to continue streaming. I feel like I got all this hardware. I'll just make sure that I continue doing it, so that's good. Anyways, that's enough talk. Regionals this weekend, we'll be streaming it. First time streaming an event. I think we once streamed a draft, but this is going to be a bigger production. I can test my Saturday decks if you're looking for an opponent. Yeah, John, we can try that out. We're going to have to build some decks. Today, I wanted to build 2 decks. And man, this is not great because I wanted to open Netrunner DB to talk about it, but we're going to be talking about it in Jinteki.net, which is not the easiest. You got to log in first, but I want to talk about a little bit about Liza Talking Thunder, because Liza Talking Thunder... Yo, Chris, how's it going? How you doing? Just a Chris. Also Maui Chris. What's up? Liza Talking Thunder is a new criminal. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this up anywhere. Maybe Card Game DB. Mario, how's it going? Oh, big Connecticut Regional. Damn. Best of luck, though, to you. Connecticut is, yeah, that's like 10 hours away. So I guess you're in the middle, right? Wish I knew you guys were having yours this weekend as well. Yeah, there's not that many weekends left in the summer, so that makes sense. Anyways, Liza Talking Thunder is this ID. Apparently we can see the images. This is from FFG. And it is a deck that, like, this is one of the things that I kind of upset myself when it came to the regional this weekend at Toronto, is I didn't bring anything new. And I've been testing a lot of Liza Talking Thunder. You've seen it on the channel before, but I've been playing it in person a lot. And Liza Talking Thunder is an interesting deck, because whenever you run a central server, you take a tag and draw 2 cards. And there's 2 ways to play this deck largely. There's one way where you clear the tags. You play a non-tag me deck, and you use this as a value. Just value running centrals and some sort of run economy engine. And I've been playing that, and I've been testing it, and it's okay. It wasn't bad. Your draw order mattered a lot in a 50-card deck, but when you got it up, it was actually pretty good. In some games, you could absolutely just roll, specifically against decks like maybe Controlling the Message that can highly ice all central servers. As soon as you go to something like Asmari Glacier, maybe a Matique Glacier, or something like that, it gets a lot harder. Still possible, but it wasn't the best. Now, the other option for Liza Talking Thunder is going tag me and just floating the tags, and it makes this ability absurd. It basically just says whenever you run a central server, draw 2 cards. And gaining tags is actually a really strong thing. Again, Netrunner DB isn't up right now, but there's a lot of cards, and we'll see them tonight, that reward you for taking tags. So things like Mars for Martians gives you credit for every tag you have, which means that you're basically bulletproof when it comes to closed accounts, let alone Bankroll. Another new card is a very good counter to closed accounts. But also... you have the very important counter surveillance card that says run a central server, access as many cards as you have tags. So by turn 12, it's not impossible to have 10 to 12 tags, sometimes even more, and you run R&D and see 12 cards and win, and that's kind of crazy. The reason why I didn't play Liza Talking Thunder is there's a big hole in her game plan, which is if you are tagged in the game of Netrunner, there's basically 3 punishment cards. There's 4 punishment cards you have to play around. One is... the first one is closed accounts, and like we said before, Liza is actually pretty good with closed accounts. They printed Mars for Martians, a card that basically says, oh, you have 14 tags, you got your closed accounts, here's 14 credits for 1 click for 1 influence. Pretty insane. Secondly, you do have Bankroll. So we don't have to worry about closed accounts anymore. The second one you have to worry about is Psychographics. Psychographics is a card that says put advancement tokens on an agenda equal to the amount of tags you have. And if you're playing Project Beetle in an NBN deck, which you probably are, you can win. You definitely can win off of that. Liza, though, has enough central pressure that a lot of times you can snipe the Beal from HQ. If you see the top 15 cards of R&D, you know they're not going to draw the Beal, so that actually saves you too. So it's pretty difficult to lose to that. It's still possible. You also have ways to deny the corp money, and they need a lot of money for the big Beal. It's a possibility. Exchange of information is a third one. That one you can play around. You could play ShadowNet. You could get rid of your global food initiatives, or your other option is only run central servers. Maybe run R&D when you're accessing 20 cards at once, and you'll win the game and they won't have time to exchange information. Also a possibility. Now the fourth and final way that you counter tag me deck is by killing them. And back in the day, we used to have a card called Scorched Earth that said if the runner is tagged, do 4 meat damage. And you could play around that card. There's actually a lot more. There was easier and neutral ways to defend from damage, but the biggest deal is now we have a different card, and it's called High Profile Target. Boom is a thing too. But let's just talk about High Profile Target. High Profile Target is a card that says you do 2 meat damage for every tag the runner has. So if you have 15 tags, which will happen, if you have even 4 tags by turn 3 or turn 4, you're going to get 8 damage, which kills you. And there's largely no way in the game right now, and we have a limited card pool, right, because they're not printing anymore, that High Profile Target will always kill you. There's a couple ways to get around it. You could do some paparazzi thing and protect it with, like, wireless net pavilions and Fall Guys and Dummy Box and all that. And I don't believe that's actually possible. The Corp can still generally trash everything and get through. It's going to be difficult for sure. I don't think it's foolproof, but it's definitely, I don't know. And you're adding so many cards to your deck that make your deck actually significantly worse when you could just close the game out earlier, sort of. It makes your other matchups a lot worse. There's also Uragni of Mercs and Obelisk, cards that basically give you more defense the amount of tags you have. Your hand size is equal to the amount of tags, and the amount of damage protection is equal to the amount of tags. But high profile target largely doesn't care. High profile target's only 2 credits, and even if you have if you have 10 tags and then you have 10 counters on Uragni of Mercs, you still die. Because this does 20 damage. It doesn't matter. So maybe some combination of all these cards together, which is going to be most of your influence, and then maybe a third of your deck, which again is useless against the whole other field. I still think you're going to die a lot of times. And this is what it kind of came down to, is I did not bring this deck to the regionals in Toronto, which I think was a correct call, because a single Wayland deck that has a high profile target wins as soon as turn 3. And there's nothing you can do about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. If you disagree, let me know. And that's an issue. I think that was the right call. I played against, I think, 3 Wayland decks in a row in the regional. So I would have lost every single one of them, which is great if I did it. And you're seeing actually Liza Talking Thunder decks are actually winning. I think one won the New York regionals, if not came second. There's a couple there that did really well in a couple regionals this weekend. And you read all the write-ups, and all the write-ups said this deck is really, really strong. And I agree, it is a very, very strong deck. It crushes most other things. But as soon as you play this against a Wayland deck, your win percentage is about 5 to 10%. It's probably less than 10%. I think it's around 5%. If you just run R&D 4 or 5 times and then steal 7 agenda points by turn 2, you have a chance of winning. That's the only way you win, though. And there are other counter cards. You can play cards like Embezzle to trash high profile target from hand. Maybe you could play CBI Raid. I don't think that's really going to work. But it's really easy for high profile target to be played because there's so many ways to do it. They can archive memories it. They can consulting visit. They can just play it. They can play this from 0 credits. They can do credit, high profile target. It's so hard to stop, let alone they printed a Wayland card that gives 7 credits at 0 in a transaction operation. So it's really hard to deny Wayland credits, even if they need to do this. Came second because Toby died to HPT turn 3 in the finals. Yeah, Mario, I watched that, exactly. You saw it. It was the outfit versus this Liza Tag Me deck, and turn 3 they shook hands because it was over. Their win percent is 5%, and this I'm not happy about. I don't think I'd ever bring this to a tournament, specifically this weekend, because I expect there to be a lot of Wayland, and I don't love the fact that the matchup is won generally before the game even starts. And that's weird, but that's currently the only counter to this deck, because this deck is so good against everything else. It's super polarizing, and we're going to be playing a lot of it tonight. I think we're also going to try out the outfit, because that was an interesting deck, and it is an interesting deck, and it's still doing pretty well. It's doing well modernly. I want to play this and see how many Waylands we hit, and just you can concede on turn 3 a lot of times. Maybe we won't. Let me catch up on chat. The paparazzi thing is trash. You almost definitely still lose to meat damage decks, but currently you basically auto win against anything not playing meat damage, so it's not worth giving that up. Exactly. This deck is so good against anything that's not meat damage that it's just a coin flip of who you're playing against. So you gotta read your meta really well. Wagga Bagaboo, how's it going? Liza's a binary deck that just isn't a fun design, at least how people are building it now. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, right? The matchup basically decides whether or not you win. It's really hard to win against it if you're not playing specifically this 1/5 influence card. And that's the thing, is even if I'm playing a Wayland deck now and Liza is even remotely popular, if I'm playing a blue sun deck that we played last week that had no intention of tagging or killing the runner, I still think I would splash for one high profile target. If I'm playing specifically consulting visit, just because sometimes you win. I watch an MTG podcast, and the concept comes up a lot. Should your deck be 60% against the field or 80% against the most decks and 20% against another decks? Because if your deck is 60%, don't be surprised if you win 60% of games. But if your deck is heavily weighted, you can just win out. That's actually a thing that I remember listening to some sort of podcast. I think it was a Magic thing, even though I've never really played Magic the Gathering. How they're talking for new players. Sometimes the best thing to do at an event is bring a deck that has an 80% win rate against a really targeted thing, something that can steamroll really hard if you have lucky matchups, because that's the easiest way to do incredibly well if you're not particularly good at the game. Which is, maybe if you're new to the game, you can play this deck. It's still kind of hard to play because you have to manage your tags and you have to keep their econ down, and you have to not just wait for your big pressure run, but that's technically an option. Hey Nail, how's it going? Happy Thursdays. Manufacturing, how's it going? Looks like Amazon isn't going to send me Rain and Reverie. Fuck, at all? Shit. XWT, how's it going? Dodgepunk put a deck list with HPT. Some people would flow one tag thinking they could skim by a boom, but when have 1 or 3 cards in hand, they hit them with 1 or 2 HPT flatlining. Exactly, like, I don't know. I remember like years ago when people were playing just like Good Stuff Criminal, I was playing like Engineering the Future HB, and I would just put in a closed accounts in my deck. I had no way to tag, but like it would be absolutely disgusting. It'd be like, oh, it's HB, I'm going to flow tags, and I'd be like, 1 influence, closed accounts, and you'd win the game. Maybe not the best strat, but like, man, it was fun. Growncat, how's it going? New York Regional winner was slotting Embezzle to hit a HPT. Yeah, that's one of the options, is you can play Embezzle, but I don't even think that's good enough. You have to be lucky because like it has to be in their hand before you're massively tagged. Because if they top deck it, you lose. If they top deck Consulting Visit, you lose. If they top deck Archive Memories, you lose. So like the Embezzle's still a good card, and if they have it in their opening hand, you can trash it. I still don't buy it though. Remember triggers too. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of triggers on this deck. Feels so hard. Feels so far behind with Netrunner. Had no idea Liza was the thing. Hey, Mad Dog, how's it going? She's showing her first like good placements at regionals and events this weekend, so you're not that hard. Paper tripping meta, not bad. Is it paper tripping time to shine, Vincent? Firstly, how's it going? I don't think at all. I think if you're playing a non-tag me, what's it called? A non-tag me, Liza, yes. But the thing is, like, you don't want to clear the tags. Because as soon as you clear the tags with Liza, your deck is bad. Because your deck depends on counter surveillance, which cares about how many tags you have. Your deck depends on March for Martians, which cares about how many tags you have. So, like, clearing your tags is actually one of the worst things you can do to yourself. Let alone if you're running a central server, you take 2 tags anyways, so, like, it's not going to last. Steven's saying you should definitely play Embezzle and tag me Liza, but not for protection. Because it's a really good card. Yeah, it's a really strong card. Especially if you can predict the meta. So let's build a Liza deck. Sorry we've been talking for so long. Half an hour in. Haven't even seen what the game looks like, but let's go take some tags. Taking Thunder. How do I put a portmanteau with tags and thunder in here? Tags under. Oh, you know when you're really embarrassed and you like shiver? That happened. That's good. Alright, let's build a deck. R&R has so many good cards, it's kind of turned the meta over in a hurry. It is, and a lot of people, like, you'll see this. Rain and Reverie came out at the beginning of regional season, and like a lot of people are not comfortable bringing a new thing. And this is kind of the point where Rain and Reverie's been out for enough time that people are bringing the newer stuff, and you see it too. You're starting to see just about any deck starting to play Lady Liberty, and damn right they should. It's great in any deck. I guess the best option, dare I say, is Donut to Gains. That doesn't do anything. What are you talking about? I want Donut to be good though. Scoring pea and potatoes do pretty okay against Liza since it's when the runner draws a lot. We tested the matchup this Monday. My friend was playing a competitive potatoes, like a potential unleash deck against Liza, and absolutely crushed them. Because I have the ability to de-res Kagugo. I have the ability to siphon them. Every central server I draw 2 cards, which means I can steal Obokata just about anywhere. It's actually pretty brutal. I don't think it's that great. Yeah, I think you can do it. Tagging Thunder, D-Mod, fuck yeah! How's it going? So much better. Now every deck on NetRunDB is going to be that. You know what, I actually have a deck list I've been playing. I think I net decked it, so I'm just going to pull that out. Maybe I can build it in my head. No, we got to build it from my head. NetRunDB is down, right? Tagging McGee. Oh, you got outclassed Maui by D-Mod's Tagging Thunder. Sports Metal's best deck? I think there's 1 or 2. I don't know. I haven't seen it do amazing. It seems interesting. Let's build a deck here. This is not how that works. We do it here. So we gotta build a deck. We gotta put 50 cards. That's a lot of cards. Let's start with the basics. Diversion of funds. It's a count siphon. You want 3 of them. It's really good. You want to play a restricted card? I play Employee Strike because if you want to be anything that's aggressive and disruptive, then this is both of them. There's a lot of Matima Kunda going out. It's a very solid card. They all went home instead of big. We need breakers. We need tags. How are we gonna do it? Paragon's a good card. Paragon, look at the top card, put it underneath your deck, then draw 2. That's really, really, really good. XWT, what happened with Card Game DB? Nothing. Netrunner DB is down. Card Game DB still exists. It's just not very good. I don't like this one. Rogue Trading is a good card if you're going tag me. It gives you credits, gives you tags. It's really, really good. Sure Gamble is probably a fine card to play, and I don't think we're going to be playing many other resources considering we're going tag me. Embezzle's a card people like. You can play even 3 of them if you want. This is technically meant to be a counter, but I don't think it's fantastic. Super Mario, Amina, Saker, Fem, and Fairy. Those are all exactly what we want. Amina. 3 of. This card's really good. It denies credits. It's a great breaker. It's good against big ice. A lot of people are playing big ice, and it's not terrible against small ice. Generally, you're paying 2 credits to break any small ice. Pretty good. Making them lose a credit, the best part of it. Femme Fatale, also really good. When you want to be aggressive, you want to run central servers every time, make it super cheap. Now, this is an expensive card, but we can go ahead and play 3 or even 2 copies maybe of, what's it called? Credit Kiting. It's another tag card that lets us install a card. I think we might do 3 of this. Really, really, really good. What else we want? Saker's really good. It lets you de-res. It's good against Kakugo. If they want to res a big ice, we'll de-res it. We don't care. And then Fairy is actually not bad too, because if we want to be aggressive some decks, we need something like that. I think that's pretty good. Man, why are the good damage prevention cards resources? They're almost all resources. I think they're actually all resources right now. And that's meant to be part of the balance of the game, but I don't know. Shadownet too easy to slot. Technically only needed 1 when you get it. Just sure gambles and mice. Yeah, that's the problem with Sports Metal if you're playing a lot of agendas. And I don't think you need to, is that you lose to that. Plasticry was broken. Plasticry doesn't even help us here, though. That's the weird thing. What else do we want here? I think the list that I was playing was running 3 Data Sucker because we were running all the time, and it's really good with Femme Fatale. You could do Amakua. I actually don't think it's necessary. We already have Data Sucker, and these breakers are actually really, really, really good. So I don't even know if you need to do that. It's totally an option though. But the version I was playing does that, and I don't miss it. Won't the Corp just trash rogue trading? Yeah, they might. We install Take 6. They can trash it if they want, but if they trash it, like, we get even more time, and it's totally reasonable. Yeah, Bankroll. That's the good one. Hot Pursuit. I think we play 2 of these. Hot Pursuit's actually a really good card. It gives you an access, gives you credits, gives you tag, all the things you want. Wanton is 4 influence, I think. I don't know if we need to do that. This is also a very interesting thing that I found with my Liza Talking Thunder, or actually with my Paragon testing, and it seems like a lot of people are also agreeing with this. When you see a card, and that's why you can play so many 3-ofs, because we'll see it at the top of the deck sometimes and be like, oh, we don't need our second Paragon, we'll put it at the bottom of the deck. And that's really good. And that actually is one of the reasons why I like running 3 copies of programs in a Paragon deck, specifically a Liza deck that draws a lot with Paragon. So you can open with your breakers, and because playing something like Special Order is actually kind of bad, because this shuffles your deck. And then all those like Paragons that we buried to the bottom of the deck, all those extra copies of stuff we don't need, they start coming back up again. So shuffling your deck is actually kind of bad, so we don't want to do that. A Legwork is good. Laundry is really good. I think we're all building the same deck here. Shutdown is a hell of a card. This is basically our version of, what's his name? Maxwell James. Emergency Shutdown, Dirty Laundry is what we need. We need to spend some more influence. Mars for Martians is a good card. It's 1 influence east, gives us a lot of credits, and then we need a way to win, and I think we're going to do counter surveillance, and I think we can fit 2 copies, and that's all our influence. That's 52 cards, so we've gone a bit too many. I think we drop a Credit Kiting, and I think we drop an Embezzle, and that's a deck. Spearfishing. Oh yeah, I think the version I was playing wasn't actually playing Embezzle, I was playing Inside Job. I think Inside Job is better than Spearfishing. It's just generally more flexible. It can get through a 2-ice server. Spearfishing is kind of hot against Mati Makundo, but Inside Job is just as good, so I don't actually mind. Alan, how's it going? Gamble? Gamble's fine. We have Gamble. It's not a bad card. It's maybe not even necessary, but if we don't get a Credit Kiting, it's really hard to play these cards without a Gamble, so I kind of like this. So it's basically between Embezzle and Inside Job. Let's try Embezzle because it's more fun, and then we'll see from there. If you're just tuning in, by the way. Yeah, that's right. That's a button now. My name's Andre. Welcome to Metropole Grid. We're going to take some tags. Oh, do you know what also is a button? Check this out. Boom, that's a button. Don't got to type anything anymore. I'm going to make all the games. Like, all the gameplay is just going to be a button. I'm going to hotwire click for credit to a button. Don't even have to play Netrunner anymore. It's going to be great. Whew. It's really weird. Get rid of Special Order. Steven, I kind of like it. We could have. I think Special Order is a really hot card when you have, what's it called? Credit Kiting in your hand. If you cut Embezzle, I unsubscribe. Oh, uh-oh. I guess we're playing Embezzle, right? Just AI plays JNet. It's possible. Oh, fuck yeah. Shit, yeah. This is John. John might be playing a kill deck with meat damage. We don't know. IXWT, no DJ Fenris. Not a need. It's a resource. It's an influence. They'll trash it. It really doesn't do enough. If we're playing non-tag me, for sure. All right, we might just die. They might be a high-profile target. We might just die. It also looks like John is preparing for this regional with a 54-card Gagarin deck. Not looking to make friends, but we don't deck shame here. If you haven't seen this, by the way, making things quite easy. We can keep this quiet, make a fuss, and you give him something not to run against in the next election. Humanity has no future without expansion beyond our planets to the stars, and yet they interfere. How good are these cards? This is actually a really good card. We want to. This is a good card. This is a good card. Oh, we'll keep this. We can do a lot worse than this. We're gonna be drawing 2, but we might just die. We might die on turn 3. So that's the Wayland problem. Macro board that's just Netrunner actions by index sounds sweet. Actually, click for credits run. It'd be so cool. We'd be like hacking. Yep. Well, it's good to show. Best of luck. So it looks like John is playing a tag me deck, so I don't think the game's gonna last very long. And basically, I think we lost before the game starts, unless we rip like multiple 3-pointers off the top. There's also a chance like one of these is that thing that lets you like tutor a card. One of them, like, what are they called? Governmental cards? That's not right. And then they can just kill us turn 1, but whatever. So we'll play that down. We could run R&D. Maybe we win. I don't know. Another deck that I'm trying, but it isn't built. We'll see how it goes. Successful run. We get a credit. We're going to do Paragon first. Do we want to use Paragon? Yes. Do we want to draw an Embezzle? Yeah, we kind of do, I guess. So we'll draw that. We get a Museum of History. Now, that's a card you definitely want to trash. Can we afford to trash it? Yeah. I don't think we lose to Recursion. I don't actually care to trash that right now. So we have 1 tag. We can run HQ here. They have to res a lot of times. If we see an Axis, we can embezzle next turn. We can siphon next turn. If we siphon, they have to res. They might not even res here. Fenris is bad if you're going to tag me. Yeah, I agree. The idea is to draw a card. Where are the draw cards? I feel like there's always a rough spot for Crim. We don't need them. And that's kind of the beauty of Liza. Like every turn, we draw 2 cards while making an Axis. It's super good. Not being on JNet till recently again. Really love the opening screen. Yeah, that actually started last week. And now, ooh, a couple things to say. All right, so John thought about that. Might be an agenda in here. It's a Drudge Work. That's another Recursion card that Wayland got. We don't want to trash that. They have a museum off the top. There's no point. Firstly, huge shout out. I think it was Miles Orbic, who implemented that starting screen from last week. Yeah, maybe we actually... No, we can't really lose with 1 tag. That might mean they shuffle their deck, though, which is good. But Miles did that opening, so shout out to that. I also got Miles made these tokens. We'll show you these tokens. Miles has been making things out of, like, recycled PCBs, and I got one of them. These are really cool. I think they're still on Etsy if you want them. But these tokens are made of, like, recycled PCBs. They're the same size as, like, legit Netrunner credits. I don't know if it's going to focus. Even if they focus, it's not going to do them, like, justice. They're, like, metal and gold, and they're good. I'm excited to play with these. Good shit, Miles. If you did assign click for credit to a button, you can then show a graphic on screen of the macro. Exactly. All right, so we need to probably trash this because they just shuffled a Vanity Project into their deck. And they gained 4 credits doing it. Oh, we probably should have trashed this one. This is a new card. Is there a link to his Etsy site? Just Google Orbits, Aurbits. He was also doing some of the IDs. It's a shame he doesn't have a Geist anymore. I would buy the Geist. Okay. Turn 2. I think we can just straight up embezzle. Then we have to trash this. We know this is the museum. If we embezzle, they res ice. It buys us no time at all. It really doesn't. Fuck it, we'll embezzle. They res ice here. Why isn't NBN running Psycho Beal? They could be, but it's still kind of hard. Opening hand Boom. Yeah, they also could be on Boom. Boom is a bit more expensive. They have to res here. They're going to lose their money. And so they res a Surveyor. That's going to give us 2 more tags if we want. I think we're just going to go ahead and take the tags. Otherwise, we're going to be at 2 tags anyways. We die to Boom. Trace the second one. This could be an agenda in hand. It's very unlikely because they would have buried it. So we can either access or gain a credit. We'll just gain 2 credits by stealing 1 of their credits. They didn't boost it, so okay. This is really bad. That's all, yeah, right? So we can either access. I don't think the access has a lot of value. We could win in 2 runs, mind you. We're going to go do Paragon first. Use Paragon. Do we want to draw a Fairy? No. We'd rather draw anything else. A replacement effect? Yeah, we'll take your 1 credit. Now we just run R&D. Hopefully we win. We have 4 tags. We die to a lot of things. They just do credit. They top deck the Bankers Group. If we trash that, we draw another card. Or we run another card. We just get as many accesses as we can. Last week, Miles said he's going to do another run of Geist Asmari. Oh, fuck yeah. It's another Drudge Work. It's not even unique. Whatever, you can draw that. This is going to be a bad game. Maybe actually we draw a Counter Surveillance and we win. Strikes don't really matter. We're not gonna be accessing remotes. Apathy, how's it going? What kind of neat thing? We're scared of only Wayland this time. Yeah, it's kind of rough. So there, you can play Mamba at City Hall to play that thing that tutors a card to play high profile target. It's gonna be a couple credits. Oh, it was in hand. No way. No way, that card we didn't embezzle was the high profile target. So they would have museumed it back, which they may have to redraw it. We had to embezzle that turn. That's fucking hilarious. That's really funny. Yeah, anyways. It's so hard for us to win, right? They had 20 agendas, so what? It's like it's going to be a government's takeover, a 6-pointer, a vanity. That's 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 vanities, maybe? Like, I don't know how we do it. Could you explain your console? Yeah, it says when you make a successful run, gain a credit, first time a turn, and then you can also look at the top card of your stack. Either put it on the top or just leave it where it is. Or put it on the bottom or leave it where it is. Government takeover, 3 vanity, 2 project. Okay, so sometimes we win in 2 agendas, so there's a chance we could have won by there. This doesn't put it at the bottom of their deck, it shuffles it, which is really good. But yeah, maybe we just win. I have opened your stream now. Hey. You're doing the Paragon prompt backwards. Am I? Am I really? At a regionals NYC, my good friend beat Dan Eugenio both games in the first round, then proceeded to try to teach him how to play the game. Oh man, what were they playing? Dan didn't do very well in Toronto. Or, sorry, New York. I don't think. Donut would have saved you. Oh yeah, Donut would have saved us. So the only way we win is like we get a lot of tags, they don't kill us, and we get counter surveillance, which is going to take us a couple turns, but yeah, I don't know. I think you win like 5% of the game. And like this is a slower deck. A lot of decks aren't running Vanity Project, right? Okay, let's do it. Yeah, maybe we're doing Paragon backwards. Yeah, I don't know what Dan's deck was, but my friend's top Argus at the tourney. Cool, Argus is really good right now. Yeah, so that's kind of what we expected there. It looks like John's gonna make another deck. And it's again, it's really warm in here, so I'm gonna go get. Why am I pouring water? I'm gonna get a beer. It's cold. Man, it's 9:30. We played like 10 minutes of Never Know. Be right back. Oh, our Lord and Savior Donut. Oh, Mr. Tagangs. Let's give it another shot. Again, this deck is actually really good against anything besides Wayland. What's the chance that we just like build enough fear hype, that everyone just goes to tournament playing Wayland, and then you play like Shaper with Magnum Opus or whatever it beats Wayland. This is Asmari. Our hand's actually okay. A lot of the sentries they play are specifically ones that give tags, so we don't care about them. It's good to have this in our hand. It makes our draw really good. This is a really opening. They're mulliganing, by the way. It appears someone objects to our vision. What greater purpose could there be than shaping your minds to guide the future? How noble, Asmari. I think we keep this. And this is really good because a lot of their end the runs are either trace ones, which maybe we'll get through with raw money, or end the run code gates, maybe Enigma or Toll Booth. This is really good. We'll keep that. Shaper with Lopez's gate. Yeah, that's technically an option. Best of luck. So this is an NBN deck. Could be playing closed accounts. Could be playing Psycho Beal. But a lot of the times we can just maybe go faster. Quantum Kitty is actually one of the best things about this deck because we just can't steal it. And then Quantum Kitty into exchange is really scary. So sometimes you don't run centrals until you set up. Or at least don't run Axis centrals. It's a good pour. Oh, wow. Fuck, that's sour. We also have the Employee Strike, which is good against Asmari if we want to keep their credits down. I think keeping their credits down is actually relatively important. Unfortunately, we can't. If they call event, we can't do Sure Gamble into Employee Strike, so I don't think we play the Employee Strike. That was like 90% head. Yeah, I was joking. All right, so this could be the kitty turn 1. It also could just be Rashida. It could be a Mumbed Ritual Tour. I don't know. John likes that card in non-CTM decks. I think we want to play this, run this, and then maybe run that last. But we definitely want to get our money up. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Like, what are they going to do? Hard hitting these guys? Inquiring Minds wants to know. What are you drinking this evening? Oh, yeah. So my brother left a lot of good beer here because that's what he does. This is a Berliner. It's lime and ginger. It's really sour. It's made by Collective Project. It's probably from Toronto. So we want to do Paragon first. Use Paragon. So it's a Hot Pursuit, which is a good card. It's good money. We want to take a lot of their... So we'll draw it. I don't know. And no more actions. We had a Scarcity off the top. So we'll wait for them to play it. Then we'll play our current. We have one tag. We can run this. Give them the Quantum Kitty. Maybe we do that in the backwards order. It's a Ginger City Grid. You're not getting that. I want to hang out with you, brother. Hey, he likes beer good. Is Film Critic limited? Would you consider instead of Employee Strike? Film Critic is limited, and also we're a Tag Me deck, so they'll just trash the Film Critic if it matters. I don't care about Film Critic that much. We have card draw, so we can steal Obakata a lot of the times, and Film Critic doesn't do that much else. Like Scorpios, we have 9 of every program. We're good. I don't think you need Film Critic. We also can install a lot of cheap garbage, like Fairy and the other one, so that we can... Oh, they played Strike. Okay. So named Event. I don't know if they get the credits when we play this. Actually, this is so bad against us. It turns on New Sound, which is like the best thing. But we can do New Sound Fairy for but Fairy, this is 2 credits. I think we run here first, no matter what. That one I found hard to manage. It's super sour. This one is really sour. Paragon. We want a special order? No. We'll put them bottom of the deck, and we hit an IP block, which is technically an end the run. I think he's running only 3-pointers, maybe SSL, maybe Degree Mill. And we have a lot of cheap things for the Degree Mill. I think we can play Fairy run this. I don't want him to hit a Jinja. I can't trash Jinja. I think this is a New Sound. I don't think you play this current against a Tag Me deck. You're still doing Paragon backwards? I don't think so. How? Oh, we did draw the special order. You're right, we're doing it backwards. It's probably like, do you want to keep it? Or do you want to put it on the bottom? It's one of them, and I'm doing the wrong one, huh? No res, 3 credits. We can't trash a Jinja. Thank you, actually. Yeah, we have a special order in hand we didn't want. It's another Jinja, which we can't trash. That's unfortunate. If they res it, they go down. We can install a card here. We can click for a credit. Running HQ is not bad. Like, what are they going to do? Tag us? Actually, we did an Archangel. It's kind of rough. And special order is actually keepable because we need a Saker. If they have, they're going to draw the IP block. Whew. I don't think they gain the credits. Okay, so they spend all their money on a little engine. They can still res the Jinja. But this card eventually... Oh, man, I think the math on this is really good. I think we actually make money. No, we don't. This is 2, 4, 6 credits. We pay 1 credit to get through this. That's a pretty good card right now. So we can get this up. We can credit kiting this down, and we can Hot Pursuit through it. Oh, we didn't draw the Hot Pursuit. We buried it because we're doing it backwards. God damn it. A Data Sucker on this is really good. It actually prints us credit. If we Data Sucker through this, we pay 4, gain 5, they lose 1. Absolutely nutty. We do need this. We should have got this down by now. Okay, well, what do we keep? This is a really good card. I think we have 2 more Data Suckers. We don't need it. All these other cards are necessary. We know they're drawing an IP block. We'll get that Paragon prompt up. We'll figure it out. Luckily, they have no money too, and we're not going to play a resource if they call resource. I think they're probably just calling event over and over again. We can strike through it. All right, install credit. That's the IP block. We can make them res it, which would be pretty good. I think we just want to run archives. Actually, let's see if they res it. If they res it, it's fine. Don't have to break all of them to lose credits. No, you just don't want to break the last one. And this one says break up to 3, so we can choose not to break the last one to gain the credits. If there is the IP block, they go down to 1 credit, which is fantastic because we could eventually siphon through this. And then is the IP block, so we're just gonna go ahead and take a tag and jack out. So you could run the trace. I'm not going to run the trace. Splash Rumor Mill is one of my one-off. Lost a few games recently, but Batty and Ash keeping me out. Yeah, Rumor Mill is not bad. Okay, use Paragon. What does use mean? Okay, add rogue sharding to the bottom of the stack. Got it. So they named Program. This costs a lot of money to get through this, but they can't trash it. I don't think we want to draw that. We got the Siphon. If we have 1 more click, we could do that. If we had the Hot Pursuit, we can't really afford it. And we have the Saker, so now we don't need the special order. We're good. Janktivus, how's it going? Going to Gen Con next week? I'm not. This weekend is actually... I thought I was going to go to Gen Con. I'm not, unfortunately. Oh, we installed this to give them 2. That was silly. We should have struck before playing that. Shit. No, we have a regional this weekend, and we're streaming it, so drop on by to this channel on Saturday. I don't think Rumor Mill's bad, Martini. I think Employee Strike is just too good. They res Jinja. They drew, so they probably didn't draw an agenda. And it looks like they're going to shuffle their hand with Special Report. Special Report is so good with Jinja because you draw more cards, and if any of them are ice, they can jam it on here. They won't have the credits to res the ice. I think we want to go trash that Jinja as soon as we can get the Siphon. I think we do Siphon, run Jinja. Polyp is good too, though. Yeah, remember that Polyp is a card. A Polyp doesn't work against Batty, but it does work against Ash. So we could also go get an access here, considering we only knew... They probably only drew 1 ice, so the chance of there being agendas in here is pretty good. If we want to get through this one, it's 2, 4, 6, so we'll click for a credit. They named Event, which is actually a really bad call right now, because if we play this account Siphon, they actually gain 2 credits that we can steal from them. So check how bad this is for them. Unfortunately, we're going to make them lose credits that we're not going to steal. So we'll break up to... Oh, this cost 1. Excuse me. This cost a credit. Whoops. That will gain 5. They lose 1. Which is shitty. It's not an optional, right? So we can't. We'd actually want to steal that money. We're going to get a Paragon, though. I thought your actions had priority your turn, but that's not how it works. With Polyp, your actions have priority, but they can always, like, it's a fast action. So, like, you can do, if it took a click, you can react to it. But if they're going to res and use their actions, they can do that all in one timing window. You can't interrupt it. It's true that you get priority when you have to do 2 things at the same time, but they can res use Batty all in the same window. So we're going to do Paragon. We can use Paragon. Do you want to add Embezzle to the bottom of the stack? I think we actually want to draw Embezzle. Fem is also really good. So we'll do the replacement effect. It's gain 9. Seems good. We no longer need special order. We have all our breakers. Which means we'll never shuffle our deck, so everything we bottom will be bottoming forever, so we have to think about that. Philip, you take turns doing any number of reactions. That's exactly it. How's it going, Philip? So anything that's an instant ability, you can't interrupt. But anything that they have to res and then wait for you to do something before they can spend a click, so something like, I don't know if I have a good example here. You couldn't trigger Amina. You didn't break all subs. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Hey, we goofed that. Thank you. They don't get the credit, but we get it because we siphon it. That's really cool. Thank you, Alex. That's true. Okay, so what is this? We can probably just run this. I think this is a new sound. We could also go ahead and embezzle, but I'm pretty sure there's agendas in here. We run this for 2-4 for 1 credit. Oh man, the data sucker actually is looking pretty sweet right now. They also called event. So if we embezzle, we give them credits, which is bad. So I think we'd want to play the strike into it. We want to go trash this whole server for sure. If the embezzle lands though, I think we call an event with this embezzle. I think that's the best we have. So we'll play the strike, then we'll embezzle. So this only costs us 1. And they're not going to lose the credit. Yeah, Alan, you're right too. They don't lose chat. They don't lose the credits because we didn't break all of them. So we're going to be able to embezzle. I think we're going to call operation. I didn't get credits. I don't think you do. Do you get credits from the strike? I don't think you do. Yeah, not sure. It's when versus if. These are things I gotta remember. They're like, when Argus clears an employee strike by scoring an agenda, can you remove the current from the game? And if you play employee strike, this is Mario give credits. I'm not sure. It's a conditional versus a constant ability, and one of them has priority in this game, and I'm never entirely sure which one's which. What do you think about Utopia Shard to accompany the embezzles for high-profile target killing? It's a resource, so you're not going to keep it on board. So it's not that much better than anything else. Runner's turn, they have priority for abilities. That's not entirely how this works because they have the same trigger. Scorp can't remove strike from scoring. Interesting. I think we call event here. We're gonna do all our stuff first. Paragon. Do we want to add Mars for Martians to the bottom of our stack? It's a good card. No. The shutdown's also really big too, because we could de-res this, which is really great. We're gonna call Operation. We hit a Rashida and a Global Food. So brutal. Only have 3 credits now. Can't even trash that. Fuck this card. You could tell they had an agenda in there, and then the other one was Rashida, which is really bad. Hey, yo, what's up, Terrence? Also, congratulations on your top placement, eh? I mean, both effects would fire, but the runner turn, so the abilities go first. I don't think that's actually how it works. There's a when versus if condition. I'm pretty confident. This might be a Rashida. We gotta go trash that. We have enough credits. We can't trash this, which sucks. We could strike this. I think we'll probably shut this down. Maybe they res something better here. This is only one to break, actually. I don't want to employee strike. Shut this down. I'm assuming this is Rashida. Oh, it's a QPM we just gave them. Adorable. Okay, great. We'll just click for credit. And next turn we'll gain 7 credits. Did you not get your 5 credits? That was an embezzle, not a siphon, and we missed on both of them. D-Res and Run HQ. I don't really want to get the food now because they can exchange us. Like, grabbing food early is pretty bad. Because they're definitely on exchange, and then they trade this for that, and that's terrible for us. So, like, food is not something you really want to get. We just want to get all the deals. De-resing this has value. Finding another siphon has value. And we have another one in hand, so we can't lose to strike, so we can go ahead and do this. We run HQ for 1. And like every turn we're drawing 2, you run archives, draw 2. The 5 from the little engine. Oh shit, we didn't get 5 from engine. Oh, thank you. Forgot. Oh no, we didn't get 5 from it. Yeah, we do. That's where all our money went. And then we would have trashed Jinja. That's really rough. Yeah, the Netrunner DB is down. As far as I know, you can only fire 1 instead of accessing cards at ability at a time. So I don't think Embezzle and installing Utopia. You definitely can't do that. You can't do both, but you can hard install Utopia. Please. Yeah, we'll go ahead and trash Jinja. Thank you. So we run HQ. Cost us 1 credit. We actually make money as soon as we get the data sucker down, but 1 is trashed. We have 2 more. Alright, John has us. And we know 2 of the cards in hand. One of them is a trashable. We're going to do Paragon first. Draw a data sucker. That's exactly what we want. Almost hit yes. And hit the food. Exactly what we didn't want there. So if they have the exchange, it's pretty bad for us. I think we put a data sucker, run again. Again, it only costs us 1 credit. And we know there's a card in there we want to trash. I'll just pay 1. It's the same. Check the UFAC as Mari doesn't get credits. Thank you, Date. Oh, we were meant to do this, but we didn't need to, right? I'll fix that. John actually hit 5. You took 5, then he gave you 5, I think. Last turn? UFAC says when played abilities do not meet trigger conditions until the event in question is active in the player. And play strike blanks Esmari as soon as it comes active, so the ability is no longer active. Connect. Thank you, Philip. I'm going to paste this. That's the Rashida we wanted. Oh, man. Okay, so what else can we do? Siphoning is pretty bad right there. We can run again to make money. That seems like our best thing we could do here. So we're going to run. So pay 1, bringing down to 6 strength. So now we match strength. Now we break strength. And now we gain 5. So now we're clicking for credit. So you want to trash that. That's another Rashida. That's a lot of card draw out of their deck. So what do we not want? All these cards are actually pretty good. This is going to be good eventually. We should have played that this turn just to get cards out of our hand. We need this. We need this. So I think actually this card goes. Nah, it's probably this one. We have so much money. We have all our breakers. We also have a really good answer to Toll Booth with the Fem. Whether they're ever going to be able to res it. We can also just like shut it down. But like I don't know what they do. Playing playing the scarcity, it doesn't really matter. It means their thing is on, their ability. But again, we can like play the diversion just to give them 2 credits just to steal it. So if they call event right now, it's actually a mistake. They called event, so thank you. Yeah, I don't think you call when you have that few credits. I don't think you play that. You don't call event right there. Once bidden, twice bidden. Thank you. John got my back. All right. So we're not going to access. We don't know any of the cards in hand. The one scary card that we can no longer deal with is exchange, because we lost our one copy. Do we want another data sucker? No. And I goofed it. Goofed it again. We can start running here. We can actually consider derezzing IP block, because IP block is actually pretty expensive for us to get through. IP block, it doesn't line up good. We can break it for 3 credits. We can also derez it. I guess they just re-res it next turn, but maybe they don't. Yeah, I know, we did it again. Forgot Mars. We don't need Mars just yet. Hopefully they close their accounts, but I think we'll Mars next turn. So we can run R&D. We can go ahead and... So match strength. We have to break all the subs on this one, so even the one that gives us a tag. Adds it to our hand. Derez it. And they can credit re-res it, but it seems pretty bad. And that's a special report, which is an operation. What do we want? I don't think we need another data sucker. And I'll say you goof. And this is exactly how things snowball so hard. Like, they're just going to be clicking for credits for the next couple turns. We can derez most of their ice. As soon as we draw a counter surveillance, we can maybe even win. The kitties are a problem. They're probably on 2 or 3 of these. Sometimes they're only on 2. I don't actually know what that... They're only on 18 agendas. Sometimes they're only on 2. Okay, we'll Mars this turn. We'll run R&D. They could res it here. We actually probably should have installed our Staker first. Hold on. That's a mistake. Sorry. And then they need to trash this too, because this is giving us credits. They definitely want to trash this. If they res here... Oh, we gave them 2 credits for the event. That actually might have been wrong. But like, it's such a hard choice for them. Like, we could derez this. I think that's only something that's maybe affordable when we have a bankroll, which we don't have right now. Alright, more card draw, more credits. Add Amina to the bottom of the stack. Yeah, we don't want Amina. We found a new sound there. There's the bankroll we wanted to. We run HQ. Use one of them. Basically just getting your credit. That does that. Data sucker and a credit. Oh, you don't have to give us 5. And until we draw counter surveillance, it might be a bit of a slog. You did it right. Never been more proud of you. Thank you, Empathy. I think we figured it out. Single access here. Again, I don't think we know any of these cards. Mirage you. Alright, we can derez that over and over again. They pay 2, they lose 1, we pay 2. That's not particularly good. Next turn we'll get the bankroll down and start rolling bank. And this is the beginning of a really hard game for them. They can still win, right? Like, if they do get the Beal in hand and we don't find it, we do lose. We know 2 cards in hand though, and the other 2 have to perfectly be Beal and Psycho. They have no chance of scoring their remote server anytime soon. And there honestly might be another Quantum Kitty in Archives. Maybe not, actually. I think you just keep that on HQ or jam that into the remote. We also got 2 Jinja out of the game for 10 credits. That's only 4 influence. So they're also probably on big ice if they're playing Jinja, which is really good for us. I'm actually expecting them to be on Endless EULA. And that's new. That's probably the new sound. Don't know what that is. I think we run HQ. Play this, run it. Let's see what they got. Install Advanced too, right? So that's probably an NGO front. I'm back. What I missed? 10 aces, not too much. We died. Shouldn't you have one less data sucker token? I think we clicked on the data sucker and then we got it back. I'm pretty sure we have it right. So the good thing with bankroll is that if we run this, we'll still get a credit if there's nothing in the remote server, so it doesn't like waste our turn. It's like clicking for a credit. 2 credits with Paragon. And I'm pretty sure this is a new sound. It looks like it's more than a new sound. They're gonna crash that already. But still, when you're accessing a remote server with nothing in it, it counts as a successful run, so these both trigger. Employee strike to the bottom of stack? No, we want that. But we don't draw it, of course. Can run HQ here. Data sucker gain 1. So this is actually gaining 2 credits because bankroll fires as well. Either NGO or QPM. Yeah, I'm assuming it's an NGO. They need the money more. And this is a new sound likely. Do bankroll first. Special report. Oh, we know that card, so we know one of the cards in there. We can always run R&D last click. We have 12 credits altogether with this. We have a Mars for Martians. Let's run R&D, I guess. I think that's a new sound. Keegan meta doesn't even do that much against this deck. I think it's a card. I don't know. Slots are kind of difficult. That's a new sound. So we're going to go ahead and take another tag. We're going to go ahead and ferry it. We actually could end the run here. It's fine. We know this is an IP block. That was an expensive run, all things considered. But ideally, we like fem one of these. I think we fem this. Probably not even. It's another Jinja City grid. We have another one of these in hand. We'll go ahead and trash it. They draw a card we don't know, which is the worst part. But we're actually on 3 credits with this. We run archives. Sometimes we have 5 credits. 6 credits even. And once we get our bankroll going, we're good. So they gotta play real slow. As soon as we draw our card, like we see 12 cards on R&D, which is gonna be an issue for them. And we gotta make sure their money is down so they can't cycle Beal out. So it's really important to figure out what their, to find out where their Beals are. They're naming event. So if we play this, they get 2 credits. We can't play this because we don't have credits. Let's run actually this remote server. I don't think they res. This has a chance of being really bad for us. Actually, we draw 2 cards, whatever. 0 credits, they could res here. Does it punish us? Yeah, like Cobra punishes us. That's it. You missed some thrilling discussion of timing windows, which is the Match Vulgar drinking game. I've been actually really bad with rulings recently. That's another new sound. All right, we'll take a tag in the run. We'll now run server 2. Gives us 2 credits. It's like clicking for credits, but better. And we can always run HQ last click. We don't know what this ice is, do we? It actually might just be a Mirage. Paragon. Counter surveillance at bottom of stack. Almost hit yes. We don't draw it. That always scares the shit out of me. Oh, we need credits to get through this, right? So we actually have to click for credits. We know that's coming up, so we should plan for it. I think we can actually just play Strike. The cool thing about playing Strike 2 means if they do score an agenda, which mind you, Quantum Kitty doesn't count as score, it turns off this so the News Hounds are dead. So we'll just go ahead and play it so that we can play next turn on Mars. Yeah, I've been pretty bad at understanding all the timing structure. We've been really bad on this channel. When I was doing more card reviews, we were a lot better because I was reading all the UFACs. I haven't been a UFAC in a while. They're drawing. That's 3 cards we don't know. All Jinjas are out, though. And hedge funds good for them. All right, so let's go get 13 credits, 14 credits. That's good. Shit, that's my favorite discussion. So we know there's a counter surveillance. I think we just run HQ here. We could pay for the Fem. I think we want to pay for the Fem as soon as they res a toll booth. They actually might be a toll booth here. They really need a good piece of ice here. Like, puts them down to 1 credit. You draw, I run. That's how it works. We could even legwork once we know what this ice is, and it looks like we're just gonna gain credits. So this is a 3 credit run and an axis. I've gotta go. Thanks for streaming later. Hey Martini, best of luck at the regional, eh? Thanks for dropping by. Bankroll. Paragon. Use Paragon. Counter surveillance at bottom of the stack? No. Got a laundry too. That's a wrap. We have an answer to the wrap. So the problem is we need 14 credits to get into here. And this one costs us a lot to get through. In fact, we can't until we get our Fem down. So we're going to need a lot of money. I think we actually might want to just dirty laundry this remote and then click for credits. But we're going to access 15 cards. It's most of their deck. Yeah, we're pretty far off this. Like, now we actually want to take fewer credits because we don't need more than 14 credits. This is a 4 credit run. They could res here to deny us. I assume that was a new sound. Apparently it's not. So this is 1 to install. We're gonna. You don't forget you'll get an extra tech for Liza run. Yeah, totally. But we also get extra 2 credits. So it balances out. But you're right. It's worth knowing. So once we get our Fem down on this, that's 9, 10, 11. This is 12, 13, 14. Puts us at 6, and we need another 15 credits. Install advance. Looks like an NGO front. I actually don't care. It's probably an NGO front. I don't think we run it. I think we run it just for the money. But if it's a Quantum Kitty, it's kind of bad. But like if it's an NGO, we're going to run anyways because we get 2 credits when we run. But like, I want them to score. If it's a food, I want them to score it. I'll run it though. Doesn't give us a tag too, which is nice. Looks like an NGO. Yeah, we don't need a Fem. It's a Beal. That's desperate. I swear to... Oh man, that's a Beal. That's not good. Now, like, we don't even need this big dig. Like, I think we win. I think we just click for credits. The thing is, if they close accounts us now, it's really bad. So instead of clicking for credits, we can just run this remote. It's actually safer. It's safer than clicking for credits. Because if we click for credits, they close our accounts. If we run this remote, it's very hard for them to trash this. Like, clicking for credits is wrong when you can just roll up a bank. Clicking for credits on a bankroll, it doesn't seem great. You have 3. Yeah, exactly. can update if we have more. Apathy, what's in there? I don't want to open links in the middle of a stream. It's generally a bad practice. All right. So we just got to do math now because there's no surprises. You know what's in there, Andre? I don't actually know. Install. Advance. We'll run that. You can also legwork. Yeah, legwork's not bad here. I think we run this, then legwork. We generally only need one more agenda to win. It's the MPG drinking game. Oh, yeah, right, alright. Could be a quick kitty. Could be an NGO. I think if it's a legwork, they res their ice, which buys us a good window. They'll be at 13, though. NGO? I just can't res it. Could have run HQ just normally instead of running the remote. Yeah, you're right. They could have res this. I doubt they would. Running HQ was good. Oh, looks like they're throwing in a towel here. Maybe it's... No, we want that. Not good game. 6 points. Oh, we definitely like work here. Yeah, running this is better than clicking for a credit, right? Because we actually make a credit here. We get another tag, though, which counters the credit if we just want to get money. But this is a good access. Raven, that's a useless ice. Wrap, we knew that. Special report, we knew that. So there's only one card we don't know. So we'll just run this server. Actually, oops. They could dirty laundry this. They could res a new sound, but that's probably really bad for them. Everything else we can break. What's the chance we add a snare when we run R&D? Oh, dirty laundry here is better too. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, because that's a 2 credit run. That's a magnum opus. This can't be right. This is really bad against Emina. It's good against everything else though. I actually like this card a fair bit. That's the one card we don't know what it is, so I don't think we run it. 25 credits. 15 tags. Seems like this is our turn, right? Yeah, this is our turn. They're calling nothing. They're on strike. Fem. So this is 1-2. Unfortunately, this is 3-4-5. So that's 5. Yeah, we have enough. Right? I'm not doing any math. I'm just believing. I'm just believing. Crud. Yeah, we're fine. This is good. I think we could have, we actually could have waited to get one more credit, but it's probably not gonna matter. NGO friend, yeah. Okay, so we're accessing what? 15 cards? 16 cards? That's how you win the game. Oh, that's a QPM. Oh. Okay, you don't need that. Hey, don't want that. Oh, that's another one. Oh, biotic. Ooh. Okay, you don't need that. Little engine, IPO. Look at all these cards. Good game. Yeah. That's kind of what this deck does. And admittedly, against a tag me deck, a lot of their ice is useless. A lot of ice that gives us tags is pretty bad. Thanks for the game, man. But like, this is what this deck does to most other things that are not trying to kill it. It really does. 12 points. Can we add Dying to Snare and Archives to MPG drinking game? Snare doesn't fire from Archives to Nasus, but Breach Dome does. That happens a fair bunch. It's rough as heck. That it is. I've also seen versions of this deck that run Apocalypse, which is really good. Like, Apocalypse is still a really strong card. It puts them back to turn 1. Your aggression's really good if nothing's iced. Yeah, it's a Raven on the remote. That's useless. That's a Mirage. We called that right. But, like, credits gained 117 compared to 40. 117. Oh man, deck review during counter surveillance. What's the ice? That's the ice. Yeah. You bet it's 15 minutes? I don't know. What's in the remote? It probably is, right? That's 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's probably oh, it's a kitty. Last kitty. So they're not even on 15 minutes. They could. How does it do against standard MTI? Excuse me. Terrence, it does really well. Like, you have Employee Strike. If you read the write-ups when NetRunner is back up, they just say run, right? You just run. And they have really big ice, which you can derez. Like, if they hit you with a Nancy, you say, like, okay, fine. And then you run HQ, Employee Strike, or you have 3, derez cards. They have to ice all their centrals. They can't rush on a remote. Like, it's still really good against, like, standard Glacier Mati. If they do end up scoring a, Nisei Mark II, they do have a way to stop the counter surveillance, which is kind of good for them. So you do smaller counter surveillances, or you just 2, which is kind of hard. Yo, Phil, what's up? 12 points. Played against Sports Metal? I haven't played a lot of this. Against Sports Metal, it's okay. Because you can still dig R&D and win in 1 turn. The negative agenda points are not even that bad. Like, you can deal with Meridian. Hi, audience. The Beelzebub description move, desperation move. You should know he's actually this awesome in real life. Like, he's never not been kind of... Oh, thanks, John. Oh, man. Yeah, it's good. Not much, man. Trying to figure out to play for Gen Con, fresh off 3rd and another regional. Hey, congrats. Where are you playing, Phil? That was in Ohio. What was that? John, by the way, if you don't know, oh, fuck. What's the name? Oh, John's gonna hate me. I forget the name. Oh, shit. Oh, I shouldn't have brought this up without thinking the name. Louisville's in Kentucky. All right. We'll find it. Oh, John. Fuck, that's it, LARPs. John, you can see in LARPs. It's a show. It's a series they did. It was on Geek and Sundry. Yeah, a lot of views. John's in it. It's his show, so check it out if you want it. It's about LARPing. I blanked on the name. That's absolute panic. You should know I'm still on Team Patrick. I understand. I am too. A friend of mine has been playing Pirate Haley with Patchwork, and it's really good. Oh, with Patchwork, that's kind of cool. I don't know if that deck has a problem with Econ, but that deck doesn't really have a console, so it doesn't sound terrible. Entree with the ads. Message received. 5-6 Aqua. I'm gonna try another one with this. It's 10. I want to play some Outfit too, but we can get a couple games. They don't go that long. John was on a show. Yeah, John is. That's his show. I think he wrote a lot of it. He's in it. You'll see John. We're all Patrick. These are the game, eh? I'm going to go grind some more tags. I love Patrick with Laguna. That sounds really fun too. Welcome to the other chat, by the way, Dumbbrick. It overdraws a ton, yeah. You as well. So luck for Saturday. Yeah, the thing about the top cut, if people are around, hopefully we can get other people from Montreal to jump onto webcam and do some commenting for the regional. So, boom, that's a button. By the way, we're streaming. We have a regional Saturday. I'm gonna be there at 9:45 in the morning, setting up. I have to bring my desktop because I don't actually. Yo, what up, Philip? I don't have a laptop. Sports Metal, it's happening. It's happening, my friends. This hand is okay. These are good pressure cards. That's a good startup card. We can do better than this, though. 110%. Hustle. Do we have a judge for Saturday? We don't. Eric is not going to be there. There's a wee chance I'll have to be the judge, which is kind of hard, but I'll do my best, considering I just said that I don't know the timing windows that well recently. But no, we don't. Julien probably will be the judge, but he doesn't play the game, which kind of worries me. That's not a good hand. Thanks, man. Thanks. You too. And yes, it's Stephen Ball. I'm a writer, actor by trade. Did a show a few years ago by Geek and Sundry after shifting to video games. John, I plugged LARPs, but I forgot the name for like 30 seconds, and I panicked. But I opened it up on YouTube. Kind of wondering if I should volunteer. I feel like we need a judge. John, I can judge, I think. I think it's more important that you play. I want players in there. I want to see your decks on the top tables. Double ice, that's fine. We can face check. What do they have? They have Meridian, which we can just let them have. And we can, Architect is fine. Yeah, we'll play that. Actually, Fairchild 3.0 now hits us like a truck. We shouldn't have played that. Are they on Fairchild 3.0? Is that the restricted card? Ooh, single access here. Bankroll. Stock buyback. Okay, that's not a card that's going to do anything right now, which is really good. No action. We drew 2 cards. That's good. We could actually go ahead and Hot Pursuit here. That would probably force them to res. Maybe it's an Archer. Hopefully it's an Archer. This might be a mistake. But if they res, we can just slam R&D. It puts us so far away from our Paragon, but if they don't... This is fine. I keep forgetting Phil puts 3 Cortex Lock in every deck. Every single deck. If it hits both of our counter surveillances, we might lose. That's good. That's actually really good. And this is a huge access. If we hit Snare, we lose. Still going to do it. Thimble Rig. That's an influence card. It's a pretty good card. We have a lot of money. 4 credits means this could be a Cortex Lock. We could draw. We lost to Paragon. Everything else is fine. Julian's judge worries me when he was going to penalize me for my opponent playing CityWorks face down. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. You were on the end. That was going to be a problem for you? Another Cortex lock doesn't kill us, but like, yeah, actually, Phil plays 3 of them. Whatever. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Judging's not the easiest thing. That's a Fairchild 3, so we know they have that, which is really good. We have the Fem, we have the Rogue Trading. This could easily be any of the really bad cards for us. I think we just want to drop a Rogue Trading and take 6 and a tag. They can go ahead and trash it if they want, but really, they have 5 credits, so do it. Oh, probably should have ran that. It's an econ card. Costs them only 1 credit to score. We got our money card, they got our money card. We can fem this and go through. I think we want to fem the Fairchild 3.0. It's only 4 credits to break with Amina, but we don't have an Amina right now. We actually could have considered accessing 5 cards. Fairchild 2. Strike is good. We don't know if they're on the current. We can actually afford to fem HQ and just slam, but we want to get the strike down first. I think we'll play strike, take 6 and attack. I mean, you're on 1 pointers. Gila Hands is a fun one. It's not a bad card whatsoever, and that actually might mean they're on Lady Liberty. Kind of an anti-synergy with Sports Metal, but what can they do? And they're now on 8 credits. I want them to res this. It might be a Fairchild 3.0. We can click through it, then we can fem it. That's exactly what we wanted. We'll gladly click through this. We can throw out 2 extra copies of cards. Our fems are actually really good. So Vitruvius, that's fantastic. And we got cards for days. So we don't need that. And we don't need the money. We're in a really good spot. Sting Strike only works against the steel part of their ID. It probably does. But they're not going to be scoring anytime soon, it doesn't look like. That's a Fairchild 2. But we want to keep that pressure on for sure. So we can still double click through this and pay 2. And they'll go down to 0 credits. Oh, the number of PE decks I used to play back in the day where Gila is basically the econ. Yeah, right? Gila was really good. So pay 2. This is 2 credits. And they're on 0, mind you, right? Oh, that's 3 credits, excuse me. We're going to overdraw a bit. Self-destruct chips. I don't know what's going on anymore. And we have a Siphon. Mind you, this is expensive to get through until we fill our MU or get a Data Sucker down. But our hand is looking really, really good. And I actually think Sure Gamble probably is the worst card, considering we can click for 4 here and we have this next. Because as soon as they get to too high money, we just siphon them through this. Sergeant's Whale, how's it going? Thanks for the shout out on the tokens. Oh shit, that's your tokens. They're dope. Also, huge job at excuse me, at the, if I'm not mistaken, right? At the intro screen. Thanks for dropping by. Your tokens are great. Are you printing more Geists, by the way? We'll run this first click. We can probably trash it. Don't know what it is. That's a Thimble Rig. Okay, you win this time. You have no credits though. That could be a Rashida. If it's a Rashida, we can siphon them next turn. That's fine. And we want to find our Amina. Not much else we want to do here. If we run Archives, we have to trash some cards because we'll overdraw, and I don't really like to do that. So I think we'll just take the money because we actually might need a Fem on one of these other cards. If we don't draw our Amina anytime soon, because we don't have a Paragon, it's kind of, our draw's a lot worse. We lost one of them, 2 and 34. We actually might need a Fem this Thimble Rig because then we can get through everything else. So I don't honestly mind. I haven't seen any barriers yet, so whatever. They're coming soon. Oh, awesome. Hey, Sergeant's Whale, those are yours. Just gotta said they're amazing. Thanks so much for your good works. Forgive my random username. It's all good. Oh, whoa! Check that out. Fem's down on the remote. R&D is now blocked. That's actually super rad that they can deep reposition, mind you. This card is really flexible for 1 credit. I don't want to go Siphon while there's something in this remote because they can just duck it. Maybe they res an Adonis or a Maryland. So I think we're going to run this and check what it is. It only costs us 2 credits when we get the money back from Bankroll. It's a news team. We're definitely going to take 2 tags. This card's also, I think, kind of rough in the meta. If there is... Do we trash it? Yeah, then we can access an Archives and get more tags. This gives us tags. Makes our cards more powerful. But yeah, like if you want to tech against these sort of decks, just run ShadowNet. They become really bad. And I'll wait next turn because they're definitely going to Gila Hands that we can siphon them through this. Oh, let's run Archives so we can throw some stuff out. We have 2 clicks to play cards, hopefully. They'll be up in orbits sometime next week, most likely, with Series 3 IDs. Super cool, Sergeants. Or Miles. Do Bankroll. Take 2 more tags. Oh, and that's really good. That's going to be our disgusting turn. This also gets through Cortex Lock eventually. Like, we can just install all this, and now Cortex Lock is dead. That's easier than doing anything else. I don't want to do that right away, though, because it means that they know this is blank. They can install Ice here, and it's a way to duck the Siphon, but it's going to be rough. I grabbed the version with the APOC equivocation just sent to you on Slack. Dean played a bit on the stream. I just typed it off here. Yeah, I was talking about that one, too. Like, there's one with equivocation and Apocalypse. Equivocation's dope. It closes the game really fast. It makes your deck worse against the decks you're really bad against, decks that you force them to draw, like, any of the counter cards, specifically meat damage. And it looks like they got stock buyback for 10. But let's go in. Series 3 will be... Is this an exclusive reveal, Miles? This is a blank ice. Let's go get some credits. And we probably want to get some accesses, too, because we don't know what they're drawing. Apocalypse also would be really good. Like, imagine we Apoc the board right now. They can fire that. Man, this is really sour. Valencia and Jinteki PE. Oh, shit, those Valencias are gonna move off the shelf, huh? I think Dean actually was asking for one, right? Yeah, those Vals are gonna go super quick. That they are. Bankroll, replacement effects. Seems good. All right. I guess Maya's not an option. It's technically an option, but Paragon is good. Maya puts you on the bottom, which is actually pretty good. Gives you a tag. Exclusive review. Alright, so we could de-res this and put some far behind. We could de-res this, but we can't run this, right? We need to get our 2 more copies of Amino. So we'll just get accesses on HQ, as many as we can. We're in no rush to de-res this. Game changer. Oh, we can't trash it, please. It won't let me trash that one. Could you kindly toss it? Yeah, we can't trash game changer. It is has a trash cost. Accessed game changer won't let me trash it. That's weird. I figured we want to switch it up with Liza styles. I'll give you the option with an N or B down. Cool. Thank you. Let's just keep going HQ. They're free. We're getting money actually in data sucker counters. Eventually we break this for 2 credits. Eventually we break this for 2 credits actually. And that's another stock buyback, which is a way for them to recover. I think as soon as we can break that Thimble Rig, we'll access 15 cards from R&D, probably win. Again, if they don't play meat damage, this deck is absolutely disgusting. And Ice on HQ, if it's a code gate, it matters. I think we'll put their money where their mouth is, which is where this ice is. Looks like no such luck. So stock buyback, we knew that. Still haven't found the card that we need. Still need to get away through that. We might actually end up femming it. That's going to put us far behind on tags. Can't actually install the fairy. What do we want to do? I don't even know what we do. We can't play any of these cards. We probably want to employee strike whatever this is, or sorry, D-res whatever this is. I wish we could play this. This is not good. This is not good. I think we just click for 3. I don't think they're on closed accounts. Actually, no, that's wrong. We just run HQ. There's no way we click for credits. Whew. We just hammer them. Hopefully they lose. It's a Fairchild 3. Well played. So this says pay 3 or trash a card. So we're just going to go ahead and pay it 6. Fire last one. So we need our Amina, but we'll probably just end up femming it. 1 unknown in archives. Yeah, there is 1 unknown. I think they're playing a lot of the like negative agenda points though. They hit our counter surveillance with brain damage out of 7 cards. Fuck. And they didn't end the run. Fuck. Holy shit. 1 in 7 hit the card we needed. You can draw since you have worthless cards in hand. Yeah, I wanted to get credits for the counter surveillance. Now we should be drawing because we just need an Omni as soon as possible. It's a 3rd Fairchild 3 in hand. We also know they're not on global food. So if we have to play around a card like Jesus. If we have to play around any of the big 3-pointers. Double Fairchild and RD. Looks like they're gonna jam them out. We have the fem. I think we're femming that. Ikoa, yeah. Ikawa. That's one of them. We run HQ first. Has a chance of drawing our Amina. Gotta respect their brain. I don't know. You don't need 2 credits for CS. Haha, you have 2 Mars. Yeah, you're right. We actually probably should have Mars there. 100% we should have Mars there. Oh, we found the Amina. That's exactly what we wanted. We should have definitely Mars for Martian. So they lose credits. We get an access. Hopefully it's an agenda. I think it's an agenda. And we can embezzle. What do we know what's in their hand? I totally forgot. Fairchild 3 and wraparound. I think we want to hit the embezzle on ice. We got to throw a card out. Might as well do this. If that embezzle hits, is going to be dope. Embezzle can't hit agendas. We're going to get a successful run here. It's a Vitruvius. We're on game point. Oh, they're thinking where to move it. Yeah. And right, like we have 2 17 credit econ cards. Like, what the fuck? Double hit. Gain 8. Trash 2 ice. Feels good, yo. Steven, did you see that? You proud of me? Steven, you proud? Don't know what this is. Is the credit drain on Amina? Yeah, it's first time. Not once, but first. Which is also once, but there's some importance there. This we break for 2 and they lose a credit, and then we break for this for 3. I think we're gonna do it. We don't even have to play this card. They might actually be on snare, considering it looks like they're trying to kill us to some extent. Oh, we don't even need a data sucker token. This is absurd. Cute. It's a 1 credit swing to get through that. This is 4, but we can make it even 2 credits to get through this. Man, Amina's a good breaker. Should I run with my playmat signed by Lucas that says always be running on Saturday? I think that would be cute. We're gonna go ahead and just take 2 tags and trash it. Now we have this fem for whatever we want. We can keep running R&D. I don't know if they lost the credit. Maybe they're not on 3-pointers. Domestic sleepers. That makes their stock buyback a lot better. Luckily, we have ways to deal with that. I don't want to put this down until we need to. Let's just go poor so they think they have a scoring window, and then we'll like gain 20 credits. Yeah, that's not a 3-pointer, fortunately. You also see how good this is. And like, this deck doesn't need Amakua. Hyperloop extension, that's an agenda. Game Changer, we trashed one of them. There's a chance that Game Changer's good. Luckily, that stock buyback is a terminal. Good game. I'm telling you, this deck is absurd. It's really absurd. Again, but you play against Wayland, you lose 100% of the time. Yeah. And that's why I'm not that worried about this deck. Like, if you play, what's it called? The one, you can play ShadowNet and it's insane. Or you play Strike and it's insane. There's a lot of easy tech for sports. Shadow or Strike. Both really shut down game plan. Pull up is also really good too. Some run Giordano. But yeah, it's really easy to tech against this. And it's much harder to tech against just like normal HB Glacier or Asa that just wants to go fast. 62 credits compared to 36. It's pretty good. Credits by click 2. That's a good number. Let's get another game in. Sports Metal with a million agendas is really bad unless it's a combo deck. Yeah, I'm not a big fan too. I don't know why they're playing this one. This is a weird card. Thanks. Thanks for the game. Adding 1 boom on every corp deck just to be safe. Yeah, 1 boom is not bad. I think you're better off playing... Yeah, I guess in non-Wayland, adding 1 boom is fine. There's not a lot of other good options. Like, that's kind of the problem with Liza. Oh, wait. That's good. There's not a lot of options. 62 credits without firing Mars for Martians. Exactly, and we had, like, what, 40 credits more in hand. Jim, you missed it. Hey. All right, Mati Makundo. We talked about this. Let's give it a shot. This hand's not good. We want to open with Strike. We want to open with Gamble. We want to open with Paragon. This is good if we add another card. This is not good in the opening hand. By the way, libraries need to be lifeless. Need not be lifeless, though. You may find yourself if you tamper with ours. We'll mulligan that. No Strike. Double bankroll. Let's face check ice. Should have trashed the Rogue Trader, but was tunnel visioned. For what it's worth, Philip, we had 2 Mars for Martians in hand, so we had an extra 40 credits. Trashing it probably wouldn't have done much. If you don't know, Matima Kuno can install ice. Let's not die to 3 cards in hand. Let's go. Sports Metal is best as a tempo deck. I think I agree with that. So we hit this ice. It's an Anansi. They go down to 0 cards. We can de-res this. This fires. That was the one that we don't want to go down to fewer cards in hand. We can pay 2 cards to draw a card, though. If we want to die less. We just don't want to lose the counter surveillance. But, like, now we run HQ. And then eventually we de-res this. And now they can't do anything for the next couple of turns. Because they just spent 8 on an ice. Like, you just face check into them and then you're fine. They rearrange the top of R&D, though. So, it's not likely. Pay 2 credits to draw a card. I don't think so. No, we draw 2 cards for free. This will be fine. So if you don't break all subs, this does a lot of damage, and we lost everything. So accessing now, we die in theory. We die to Breach Dome, but we're gonna draw 2 with Liza. And hit a DNA checker off the top, which fantastic. We can install this and take 6. We can also slam HQ. We can't steal Obokata. I'm gonna take 6. They can go ahead and trash it if they want. Oh, never mind. Nothing to see there. Just run HQ. Hopefully we hit a Nisei. I totally still forget. They mulligan. They kept. And that new intro is really good for the intro for the mulligans. It's a Breach Dome. Shit, we just talked about that. We lost a Fem and an Amina and a Special Order. This actually might be rough. Run HQ again. So they're definitely trying to hurt us. Now running Archives is really bad with the Breach Dome. Another Breach Dome doesn't kill us. It's a Surveyor. It's not that bad at ice. We have 1 subroutine to break. Michigan, how's it going? Hey, Andre, I wanted to drop in real quick before I have to go. Good luck with Liza. Thanks for dropping by, hey? We have to respect this ice. We also know they have a DNA in hand, but we're going to just draw up. We're going to slam this, take 2. They can trash it, put them far back too. On the plus side, that's part of the drinking game now. Alright. Oh, they haven't trashed it yet. That's a card and a remote. Surveyor could be from hand. DNA from hand. They're trashing it good. So I think we definitely run this. Cortex Lock does 3 damage, so we'll draw 3. A Fairy is really good. DNA Tracker that can't res. We need to run this. What else for 3 credits does that much damage? Nothing. Snare. They can't fire. We'll go trash this. Fairy's really good also against Matima Kundo. Like, we can break this for 3 credits. It's a free install. That's an... Whoa! I kind of want to see what this does, I'll be honest. That's more important than anything else. It looks like there's on 3-2s. It looks like this is a fast advance deck. Charles, how's it going? What day of Worlds are you attending this year? We'll be there all the days, but we're playing in day 1. How's it going, Charles? What day are you playing in one of the days? I'm not going to trash this. I want to see what this does. Run HQ doesn't die to Snare. We lose this card, though, but we draw. That seems most important, and they use their ability once on this remote. If we get a D-Res card on this, oh, man, it's going to be good. This is probably the Surveyor. That's an Obokata. Can't steal that, and we do have the shutdown, so this is going to go down next turn. And we know there's an Oboe in hand, which doesn't combo that well with this. NGO combos with this. I'd assume they'd be on more fast advance pieces. And they're at 5 with that on the remote. I think we definitely run that. We'll run HQ first. We draw some cards. I don't want to dirty laundry it because they could res this. Like, it could be anything to end the run. And we want the money. That's another Surveyor, so don't know what this is about. We could play this and run the remote. Seems pretty good. They haven't played a Scarcity yet. We also could consider... I'm not thinking enough through the turn, but we could consider shutting this down. They're probably just getting their Surveyor down to build strength. Like, these are free installs, but I guess we turned off the free install. Glad to get the Rashida. I don't care about that. We could shut this down. I think it's a good shutdown. There, you spent 8 credits to do 3 damage. 1A, my first and last Worlds. Well, welcome. Hopefully we'll play. Steven's saying Aurelis nuts. She might just be. We know they can't res this. We'll go R&D. If they install a Surveyor there, it's fine. Aurela makes the first world's first over advanced brain trust slightly more likely, yeah. Over advanced brain trust, let's do it. It's a Kakugo. That's fine. We actually could hop Pursuit into HQ. Not having any programs makes it kind of rough. We want to run this remote as much as we can. It might be a trap, though, because we can probably get in here. I've advanced the brain chest before on accident. I've done it before once. House of Knives, we'll take that. Orel Valley, no thanks. I think we probably just want to gamble here. 5 tags again, 1 counter surveillance out of the deck. We know they have an oboe in hand. We could actually consider just running HQ. Programs would be really nice, and this actually seems really good too. Running HQ last click with 6 credits. I'm not scared. Once they res the ice, I'm kindly play the Hot Pursuit. There, that's fine. And we have Saker, which de-reses this, which is such a big deal for them. They now have no credits for the remote. They have no credits for R&D. We're in a good spot. We can dirty Lunder R&D and steal an Obokata. Hey Vicky, what's up? You're lucky still able to buy a ticket. I didn't. Yeah, it's kind of difficult, that's for sure. What is this? What is that? I don't know what this is. Crazium for Sneak Door? They could install an ice here. Oh, they can't strike. Do you think Turning Wheel is a good replacement for counter surveillance? No. If you're running APOC and don't have the influence, it's bad because it's a tag me card that you have to keep on the table. Tenacious, I don't think it's great. Is this that upgrade? Anything that's a permanent... Ooh, we got it. Anything that's a permanent resource is bad. Like, you want something that bursts. Because they can just trash it. Like, as much as it's really good that they trash our rogue trading, they lost 3 credits. We have the Saker. We actually can go ahead and de-res this. Which I feel pretty good about. I just don't want to lose this to Obokata. What do we see off the top? I don't even remember. Like, we don't even have to play or gamble. Yeah, fuck, we'll play or gamble, actually. We can run HQ, de-res this. So that we don't take the damage and it's de-resed. We want to do that on a turn that we do Hot Pursuit. So we can click for a credit. Actually, running RD is better because we get a Data Sucker token, which has some value. Please let it be Defense Construct. That's the one, yeah, right? Oh, it's a hedge fund. That's really good for them. Hopefully we draw a Siphon. I bought one the minute they went on sale. That's largely what other people did too. Like, we got them on the day it went on sale. I know they sold out really fast. If not, you get a free ice with a random advancement on it. Yeah, this actually gives you ice too. Install an ice for free, which is good. Which is really good for Surveyor. I'm still crying until now. Ah, that's really rough, Vicky. Hopefully if you're on like a social platform like Facebook, some people sell their tickets. I don't know how easy it is. Your other option's winning a regional. This totally would have happened. If someone has a regional seat, like, if someone has a regional seat and you're playing in the regionals, and you're going to win the regional, but you already have a ticket to Worlds and your opponent doesn't, concede the game. So that they can get a free seat to regionals. It's in your best interest. Which is wild. I think we're going to go ahead and Hot Pursuit HQ to de-res it. Also, mind you, we have 11 more credits than it looks like we have, and we could run R&D and win. We want to run every turn, mind you, to turn off any fast event shenanigans. Break subroutine, de-res. It adds it to hand, so if we steal Obokata, we lose this, so I don't think we're going to steal Obokata. Gain 9, 2 tags, 2 cards. That's an Obokata. If we steal it, we lose our Barrier Breaker, which seems really important. We also know that we could Mars from Martian's hand, for sure. I don't want to lose this, so I'll install it, and then we'll run R&D. If they want to go ahead and res this to go down to 1 credit, go do it. Hopefully we hit an Issei or another 1-pointer here. It's another Surveyor. I think next turn we'll do the combo. It only sees, what, 9 cards? It's a lot of cards. And we know we can break this ice for sure. Well, Kenny officially second in New York. Exactly. I think Kenny did that too. Unofficially New York champ, but he conceded, it seems, just so his opponent could get a ticket to Worlds. It's fantastic. That's what Netrunner's about, right? I don't mean to be gatekeeping, but like, I'm just saying the Netrunner community does that, which is fantastic. Like, what's going on here? Why another run on R&D? It gives us a credit and a Data Sucker token, which is better than clicking for a credit. This looks like it's double Surveyor. So we could consider running and accessing 9 cards. It's pretty good. That's the problem when I'm playing these counter surveillance decks, is that like I tunnel so goddamn hard on doing the super win turn as opposed to just doing an okay turn. They have money for double snare. I think they're on snare too. Let's see if they res this thing first. Such a gatekeeper, Andre. There's only nice people in your Canadian community. We keep everyone out, but actually we kick them out of the country, so. Yeah, we'll take it. It puts us on game point. I want the Siphon, though. Oh, That's good. We lost our siphon. That's fine. We know what this is. We died a snare on HQ, so we're not going to get it. We kept that, which is... Oh, we kept both of those? Okay, I know what our next turn is. Okay, we know what our next turn is. Oh, everything is good. Like, this is Mati Makundo. This deck is absurd. Let's run HQ, right? Snare is actually really bad here. But, like, this is a credit and a Data Sucker token. It's better. Okay. I gotta post that on our gatekeeping. I wouldn't say that if it wasn't a friend. What did you say? Plus, Kenny knows in his heart he didn't deserve to win anything. Ooh. Honored to be in the Netrunner community. Good people. I like good people. So this could be Surveyor. Like, they could lose right here. Luckily, we just do Siphon. Like, we just do this. Then we Siphon them. That they res the Kakugo. They can't res any ice in R&D. And then we just play this and we win. Actually, we died a snare. Can't see level Kata. Maybe we don't do that. I should have thought further. Oh, we draw 2 cards. No, it's not enough. Deep Dig next turn. Parallel, how's it going? Yeah, we could consider doing it. So, like, I'm still going to go de-res this. Like, they just lost 9 credits this turn. Maybe they res something here to duck it. But, like, everything's so bad for them. They should res the Arella. If they don't res the Arella, they're fucking up. They should have res... Okay, good, they're doing it. So, we get 1 fewer credit. But now we just run this remote. Norville, how's it going? Love this channel. Thanks so much for dropping by. That's a Brian Stinson. So we're just going to take an Axis here. That makes more sense. So we're going to do an Axis. Thanks for dropping by, Norville. Thanks for the kind words. We won't do the replacement. We'll just Axis. That's another Surveyor. We have an Embezzle if we want to like be super mean here and just hit like the Surveyor that we know is in there. They can't really do anything here. If it's a Rashida, it's bad. Let's just play safe because they can't res us next turn. So let's just run server 1. They can't fire any traps. Resonancy to have it suckered and ferried for free is a sad moment. Exactly. Like, they literally did nothing all game. They have no ice resed. Daruma. That's a good card. If you don't know, it's actually a pretty scary Glacier card. Pay 2 trash. I just want to see what this does. I don't... Brian Stinson versus Liza. It's not the worst. You could close the counts. Then we pop this, and then yeah, it doesn't work. I hope to be your friend someday, Steven. I guess you hope that FFG will release the reserved regional ticket before it's too late. I hope they will. And they click for 3, draw 1, so we could combo off now. I think we definitely do. I think we're going to embezzle for ice. Play this. Access everything. I'm going to get embarrassingly honest, and if you can all judge me. When I first got into this game, late 2016, the competitive scene was in a bad place, and playing on JNet was less than fun. If it wasn't for how nice and welcoming Andre was, I might not be playing outside my group of friends today. He made me seem less scary and mean-spirited. Oh, apathy. Glad that worked out like that. Seriously, the Netrunner community is great. Online, you don't talk to people, so you don't see it. Surveyor. Glad you're enjoying the game with people. That's really important. All right, we trashed the Surveyor. That's good. Let's go win the game. Let's go win the game. Strike on since the turning. Sounds like Dr. Apathy is anything but apathetic. No! Ah! Nice. Man, we got cocky. This ends the run. Okay. We'll work for it. Don't tell. Andre, I just want to see what this does. Proceeds to deny him all the credits, right? Oh man, Embezzle's a good card. Makes up for being so bad. It was the best play of the game. Big proud. That was great. That was awesome. Oh, fucking hell. 2 credits, right? We just run HQ. Like, I don't know. We're gonna win eventually. House of Knives in HQ. I think that guarantees the win. Do we know there's a House of Knives in HQ? Oh yeah, we saw it from the... Yeah, there's a House of Knives in here. We should have just ran this. We should have actually 100% done the counter surveillance on HQ. Like, this is such a goof. Yeah, we should have just... What are we doing? Because I didn't see the other card we embezzled, but we should have just counter surveillance to access HQ, and we would have won the game likely. Oh, now they're stopping us from winning the game. Go for House of Knives, Maydon. What's it? Yep, too late. I didn't read the chat. I tunneled. God damn it. Jackson, how's it going? Steven with the real talk. You know, you can just CS HQ because, you know, I have some knives in there. I don't read chat, you know? It's important that I don't read chat. I don't even think we need to play this. Do we need to play this? It's wild how much work a fairy is doing because they just don't want to res 8 for this. Oh, man. Yeah, whatever. Kevin, what's up? My internet froze as I was trying to warn about Thimbles. How's it going, Kevin? I appreciate it. Yeah, it could have been Thimble. I think that's the only one, right? That's the only end to run that's less than 2 credits. That's not a barrier. Oh, we actually don't even have a barrier break installed. What a mistake. We can lose this to, like, that meat damage card. Like, this is not good. Paragon. No. We'll draw it. It's fine. We want extra copies. Hedge fund. Okay, it's good for them. We want an Amina, of which we have 2 more. That's actually a good reason to install this. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Like, money matters. We'll install that. We'll just keep running. Like, we just want to get credits and counters. We have so much money. Other can't really run the equivocation version of this deck. It's like his kryptonite. Yeah, it's really bad. Equivocation, I forced him to draw the card on accident. Like, I just literally can't play equivocation online. It's way too difficult. Paragon's already been difficult enough, and we don't want to double down on that. And it's worse, it's revealing 2 cards from HQ. Yeah, but legwork exists, right? Alright, now this is a good turn to siphon them. Like, we gotta rip our next run on R&D is gonna draw Paragon. It's gonna, draw Amina, and it's gonna draw Diversion of Funds. Because we know they have a hedge fund in hand. And instead of siphoning them, right when we're about to siphon, we're going to access and we're going to steal the House of Knives. Official ruling is that it's the same. What are we doing? Is those things we do? Why did we just do that? Oh, man. All right, let's go. Mind you, like, we have so much money. This deck is dumb. Use Paragon. Mars for Martians. Not a card we need. Mind you, that's another 13 credit card, but I almost fucked that up. Okay. So now we can get another Axis. There's some value in that. We still need our Amino. Want to siphon. I think playing both is good. I agree. I actually like that Embezzle more than I thought it was. Embezzle is funnier. Just came back from a 6-month break from the game and really put off by Matee. Thanks for showing me some good play versus them. Hey, Matee is strong. Wagabagaboo, but like their ice is really big and clumsy. And if you have to like judo them, it's like kind of replicating perfection back in the day if you played back then. Fast track, okay. Well, like you just have to make sure to keep them off their toes by forcing them in different directions. We really just can't deal with that. Maybe we draw here. Yeah, we don't need cards. We literally don't need any of these cards. Good R&D. Very quite good. Okay, so this is a good card. Money seems not relevant at this moment in time. Actually, the gambles are much worse than the laundries. Legwork is a fine card. Once we get our Amina down, even a Fem, fuck it, I'll Fem a Thimble Ring. We'll do it twice. I can appeal official rule for MVG drinking game. I gotta open up that Google Doc, actually. Oh, we have an order in. Oh, that's a pursuit. Yeah, that's a pursuit. This card also is actually really fun. Fast track for Anise. What's going on? Hedge fund IPO? Nise is an HQ, and they're really confident we can't get it. I like their style. Hopefully we don't hit double sentry here. We know 1 is the sentry, so if this is a sentry, we could just jack it. But they took an agenda out of their deck, so there's 2 agendas in HQ, maybe 3. So again, if we rip our Amina off the top, we're going to draw 3 cards, basically. And they're considering it, right? Like, and they should consider it, because it uses our fairy. But then they can't, like, biotic out Paragon. Yeah, we want an Amina. Ah, good game. That thimble rig was clutch. Holy hell, well. Are we gonna see the combo live? No. Oh, live? No. Sorry. I still don't know what this does. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just value, right? Others, Kakugo? It could be a Kakugo. We don't actually know. I don't think they res a Kakugo. What decoder? 3 Yamina. You trashed 1, turn 1. What else we got? Ah, it's coming up. Next turn. And the thing is, like, the later the game goes, maybe we eventually can see Lobakata, but there's enough other points. But, like, how do they possibly win? We know this is a Surveyor. This might be double Surveyor. I guess a Thimble Rig on the remote wins. The one version of this deck actually had an inside job, which is good. Mind if I come in? I want to try my regionals MTI against this. Yeah, Terrence, we'll do one. We'll do one. Oh, yeah, we know this is a Kakugo. You're right, totally right. Yeah, it was swapped. Yeah, so whatever. They can res that if they want. It was a nice shutdown. Should have res the Kakugo earlier, I think. Yeah, maybe. Saker's good tech. Yeah, as soon as they run 8 credits on turn 1, it's so bad when they don't ice HQ. Like, we just... Thanks for the game, mate. But again, I'm just telling you, this deck is really strong. It's, like, absurdly strong, and its only weakness is a 5% win rate against a faction. Which is, God, I'm not excited to bring this to an event ever. Because you just might... Maybe you win every game. Maybe you just play against controlling the message every single game. If not, maybe you... How did that happen? Maybe you, I gotta lock that in place. Did I lock it? Did I? No. Okay. Sorry about that. That's a splash screen. If you're just tuning in, my name's Saunders, the Metropole Grid. Yo, Terrence, you want to host a room? We'll do it. Hoffcorp, how's it going? It was hard to watch this prison. The misplaced just dragged out the agony. Oh, yeah, we could have closed that a lot cleaner if we did that. But yeah, it's like I don't know what they. It's kind of hard for them to dig out of that. How long should I expect to wait to reply to an appeal? Oh, for the MPG drinking game, it's generally pretty fast. There's a bit of it's a bit Kafkaesque, but it's fine. You put a password on it, and you said the password in chat, Terrence. What was the point? We'll join. Which one is it? Cool. Do you know what's cool? Actually, Terrence, if you want to do, actually, yo, are hands visible? We could do that. Like, Terrence, if you want to rehost and make it so that you can see the player hands, anybody in chat can join with that password, and then you can see both of our hands, so you can see how bad we misplay. On that, though, you have to make sure you don't tell me what's going on. Not even the rule cool. There are no rules in this court. Sweet. Alright, so if you want to join in, you can see both of our hands. They'll be exposed. We won't be able to see each other's, but if you want to join, the password is Metro. And you can play. If you're just tuning in, by the way, my name's Andre, and the real big news is that we bought a bunch of streaming equipment today. Again, I gotta fill this with cute buttons. I got the easy mark dude up there. But we're gonna be streaming the regional. Got a capture card. It's on Saturday. It's gonna be all day. I'm pretty sure between rounds, I'm not actually going to play a timer. I think we're gonna like play video games, might just chat. Like, I'm just gonna try and keep the stream actually like stream as long as possible, because my desktop is there, which means like we can play arcade games and it'll be fun. All right, if you want to join in, you can spectate. Hey, cool. Password is Metro, M-E-T-R-O, all lowercase. I don't know if it's case sensitive. And we know that here, Terrence, who top 8 by the way at Toronto Regionals. If you're saying something out loud, I can't hear it anymore. Oh, that's perfect. Fuck, I just left. Oh, remembers the password. That's good. Cool. Mati. We know what Mati's about. This hand's really good. Got the Paragon, got the Siphon turn 1, got the Shutdown. The Strike would be the best thing, but I think this hand is definitely keepable. Libraries need not to be lifeless. Oh, I think I moved the splash again. Oh, shit. I'm going to keep that for sure. And like, this is the kind of game where you drop Fairy Siphon turn 1. Just figured out what I'm doing Saturday, Kevin. Hope you enjoy it. Hopefully it goes out without a hitch. Never streamed in public like that. I don't think yet. And a lot can go wrong, so hopefully it's okay. Important thing is to remember, if you appeal a rule, you could be spending that time drinking instead. Thursday night, huh? They got a lot of money. We don't got a strike. I don't want to put this down because then we can't afford to use the ferry. If we want to ferry through a big ice, it's a lot of credits. So hopefully we run this. If they hit us with a damage, we hopefully keep the strike. And look at that. Preemptive action. We could go ahead actually and credit kiting down Saker, but there's not that much value to it. We get it for free. Not that scared of barriers. That beer looks awful now. It's still really sour. Yeah, getting this down would be nice. Again, I don't want to run last click. They kept, right? Oh, they mulligan, so maybe their hand is even trash. But what do we do here? All our cards are super good. I think we're just going to go ahead and put this down and click for 2. Or click for 1, excuse me. We get that down for free. That's how Canadian law works. It's all penalty shoots. Alright, they're drawn heavily. They need that ice in hand. If they have a code gate, it's really bad for us. We could consider drawing once here. I think we'll put this down and just run. And again, like, what can they do? Cortex Lock does 3 damage. We survive. We can even break it with this. We can break any sentry. Code gate's the worst case scenario. We lose all our money and we hit a DNA tracker. We do die to Chiashi, which they can afford. So maybe we'll just draw once. That actually gets our Fem, which is very valuable. We want the strike, though, more than anything. Let's see if they use their ability here. I think they do. 18 credits, 5 cards in hand. It's not very scary, especially with only 1 click left. Sorry, thinking, of course. We want to get those tags on. Those tags seem very valuable. We didn't know nothing about the deck. What do we see? Like a preemptive action? That just means that they know that people are playing Clan Vengeance. We get Paragon, get a credit. Top is Mars for Martians. That's a pretty good econ card. Add it to the bottom of the stack now, thanks. And oh man, Sure Gamble off the top is really sweet. But probably just, I wish we had another credit here, but we can't really play it. We also want to use our special order before we start Paragoning things to the bottom of the deck. So I think actually we like credit and throw this out. We just need Amina. But we're drawing 3 cards a turn, even if we run Archives. So I think we'll be fine. And we really need this gamble. This gamble's good. You gotta be honest, I'm not even sure Canada's real. I've heard rumors. I'm pretty sure I've seen commercials and stuff. So like, yeah, maybe it's not, but you don't want to be wrong about that sort of thing, right? Because you'll look really dumb at a party. We'd be like, Canada, that's not real. And everyone's like, I think it is. A lot of times this is Rashida. 23 credits mean they can res this and res this. So if we want to res this, they spend big ice. We run HQ, we de-res. I think we'll just poke R&D. If they put an ice on here, we can run the remote freely. So I don't think they do. So I think this is a free access. I think I live there. I drink a lot, full disclosure. Paragon, let's use it. Sacred to the bottom of the stack. Yeah, we don't need that. We got a preemptive. So this is a perfect turn that we can put down the employee strike and run this remote without very little punishment or recourse. That means also like they're probably on 3 scarcity. Sometimes you want to hold that to on scarcity. That's a baddie, which is a really good trash. And imagine that, right? Like they install something that trashes a program. Ichi 1.0 is still a pretty good piece of ice, and then they can trash one of our programs. And we know 1 Sacred's on the bottom of R&D. We have no way of shuffling because we lost our 1 special order. So we need to find 1 Sacred and 38. And we have no Amakua too, so we'll have to be femming barriers. It's going to be really rough. And now we can run R&D freely, so they have to ice R&D. If they want to be really sure, they have to ice Archives as well. It looks like they're jamming. A preemptive shuffling things back in. We don't know any cards on top of R&D, so there's some value in that. Looks like it's just money coming back. Interestingly, they did a hedge fund over anything else. This is a free run. As soon as we get our fem, we'll be okay. I had road trading at the bottom of the stack. They can trash that. I don't really want to draw it. It doesn't slow them down that much. But we can install it and click. Yeah, and we can throw out another card. No, we'll draw it. IP block. We have an answer to that. That's fine. We can hit this. Take 6, another tag, throw this out. If they want to go ahead and trash it, that's actually 3 credits basically, right? It's more. It's like 4 credits because it's a click and 2. And really slows them down considering they have to ice R&D and ice Archives to slow our engine down. And I'll consider taking 12 here. Looks like they're going to ice R&D and trash that. Seems good. Not even. Okay. So we got to figure out what we want to do here. We can't break code gates. We want to get through this for sure. We could hit this twice though to get the money. I don't think that's good enough. The worst case is DNA Tracker here. Actually, Mother Goddess is also be an issue, but then at least we can hammer Centrals. Let's hit the DNA Tracker. I'm fine with them paying 8. Oh, wow. Okay. Paragon, bankroll to bottom of stack. No, that's fine. We probably should have done another baddie out of the game. That's pretty good. So we can gain this. We can install a card here. I think we're actually going to end up using our fairies. We could draw, but we have to discard, and we can't hit that again. So 1 baddie out. Do you know what's a great breaker for DNA? Clan Vengeance. And that's actually a really big deal because now less people are running Kakugo. Less people are running, what's it called? Komainu is really bad. And less people are running DNA Tracker. Do you think Kit is viable? 100%. Kit's pretty good. Kit is definitely viable. And Kit's really flexible too. Kit's good at dealing with big ice. There's a lot of big ice. You have to make sure that your Kit deck is a bit rushier. So I would kind of stay away from things like, some people are playing, okay, that's an Issei Mark II, right? Some people are playing like the slower cards, like that one that gives you credit when you break all the subroutines. Don't love it. Gotta figure out what our play is here. The problem is we don't have breakers. There's definitely a code gate on this remote. So like best case scenario, we could do diversion of funds, but then if we run this, we can't shut it down. Another option is run HQ. Run this remote, shut it down, run the remote again, and they have to spend 16 on ice. But as soon as they get the scored, the counter surveillance is like really bad. So I think we need to get a run here. They've been drawing a lot. They haven't been filtering face down cards, so there's probably another agenda in HQ. We'll take the access. And now we can run this twice. The DNA Tracker, though, has a chance of hitting it, but we have 2. Bankroll. We have enough money, actually. We don't need that. We probably should have buried that last turn. Because we want the Amina. That's another preemptive. Okay. So we'll run server 2. Hopefully DNA. If it's an Enigma, it sucks. But we have no way of dealing with this ice. Ah, it's fucking Thimblereg. Keeps getting us, man. Amakua gets to that so easily. So I think we'll just siphon before they get the counter. Actually, that's a really good way to dispel the counter. We just need to be drawing. I think we just want to click for draw. That's a problem I'm going to find with this deck, is that I don't click to draw. Because I have so much free card draw. We can also just take this money, but I don't even think that's relevant. Because they're going to be scoring that next turn. Whatever, we'll get an access. Maybe they res a DNA tracker here. We can still de-res it. This turns off the strike, though, which is the worst part. Thimblereg is wildly good. Yeah, it's really bad against Amakua. But it is wildly good. Repositioning ice is super good. It's an IP block. It's actually a lot of credits. We could consider de-resing it, but the econ's not good enough. And so MC austerity policy. Wow, that's why they have the preemptives. That is a scary card. We're going to go ahead and trash that. And we could just consider like dirty laundering archives for value. Otherwise, we're throwing this out. Which we throw that out anyways. So I don't care. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe we click that. Oh boy. 5 to get through that? Maybe we do just want one cheeky Amaku. Amaku solves so many of our problems, right? They purge our data sucker as well, but like we get a lot of value. Run HQ again. Probably should have run HQ. They didn't res the first time. Maybe they res this time though, because there's no like shutdown they have to worry about. Axes are good. We know a preemptive, and we got a Philotic. That's great. Good for us. Okay, score the Nisei. It's bad for us. And now they can, with the Plast Employee Strike, they can get ice down on HQ. Apathy saying I tried MC and MT for a while and never seemed good. Maybe you were cow. Maybe your were cow opponent needs something I don't. Oh, moo, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good card. Looks like the Thimblerig's on HQ, which because they don't need to protect this remote server anymore, it seems pretty good. Looks like they'll get that in Issei, which gives us time to do this to archives. It also lets us clear the rogue trading. But now we wanted to pop this on a very meaningful diversion of funds, so that we can counter surveillance and access like 9 cards. And we know they're on these. Not using their ability. Bankroll to the bottom of the stack. It's gonna get harder to run. I want the Amina more than the bankroll, but the bankroll actually one of them matters. We'll draw it. That's good. That's a fem. That's a good surprise. I'll install that tick 6. All right. They don't have a lot of credits. We got a rig. We can fem something. We gotta fem the right thing though. The fact that Siphon is a double is so good, right? It's like so much more balanced because it's so much harder to like poke the remote, Siphon, run the remote again. D-res, like it's so much more difficult. All right, stall advance, single advance, card and remote as well. So we definitely want to run this. Surveyors we can deal with. We just can't deal with a lot of code gates. We could blindly fem. I think y'all know, a lot of you know what they're in the hands, so I'm not going to ask for advice, but we can fem one of these. I'd be interested to hear after the game how our... That's why chat's actually pretty quiet right now, because they know what's in hand, right? We can fem one of these to blindly guess, like, which one is the right one to fem, because there's definitely a code gate here. Having the fem down 2 means we can, like, sort of break... If there is a DNA check, I don't think we care. We have to run this twice, though. Femming Thimblereg is an interesting play. It's possible we need to do that, but I want to do that if we siphon or something. Run, see if they res a code gate. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure they're going to install a code gate from hand. And then we have to run it. Excalibur. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So we can't run again. So it looks like they're just going to trade Nisei tokens? Again, another good reason why Amaku is a play. So we can't run again, so they can just Nisei token. Or give us a code gate here that we can't deal with. And that's also bad because we can't trash this Rashida. That's a really good play. Rashida and Excalibur same turn. It's timed. Oh. Oh, want me to back out? Looks like they mistimed MTI. I keep saying MTI. It's not MTI. Drop Phantom and go back in? We can't. Oh, because Excalibur. Oh, yeah, right. Because we could have just jacked out. But we probably can't get through the next ice, so... I don't know. You're right. We could have femmed this. I don't want to fem this, though. We lose our whole turn, which is really rough, but undo click. Makes Doppelganger more valuable. It's very untrained to bait switch and run with it. Doppelganger's not bad, and I've seen versions of this that are running Doppelganger. I think the Apocalypse version on Netrunner DB is running Doppelganger. It's good for Apocalypse, but this is a really good card. Considering it filters. You're drawing 3 cards a turn with this thing. Oh, it's a Sandstorm. Another good reason. All these cards were in Dean's deck as well. This is a really good reason, Fire, so this puts us on another server. This is a really good card to install with Mati Mukunda because people break all the ice and then you put them on a new server. It's disgusting. So we can't run again. They're not resing big ice, which is good. It looks like they have 2 Nisei tokens, so I think we lose. We have to fem this for sure, though. So you're right, actually. We definitely have to fem this, but then they just put a code gate on there. We could draw again. The data sucker doesn't seem to matter that much. Fuck. Don't need money. Don't need money. Need this. This is 10 credits. It seems stupid to throw that out. They're not resing big ice. Eventually they will, right? Get that Amina. You gotta find it. Yeah, we definitely want to keep that. A sucker is good with... Because we know for sure that they're playing Surveyor, I think. And that's the Rashid that we talked about. Yeah, I mean, drop Fem and go back in is actually not a bad play at all. I probably would have done it. But then they install a code gate from hand, but apparently not. And now they drew Ice, and that's a really big deal, because now they have more cards to get to jam on front of anything. That's really scary. They're going to discard 1 card, though, so we run Archives, I guess. I was playing a Wu Baba Yaga customized secretary deck earlier this evening. I feel like I should tell you everything you need to know about where my priorities are. Double Nisei, that's really hard to win. Right? Because we have to run this remote server 3 times. Sometimes 4 times if they have a Sandstorm. Sandstorm is hot tech. Let's run Archives. X is a card, draw 2. They actually are, it's not a big deal that we stole this, considering how hard it is for them. No. Don't think, just play. I wonder if they Nisei this. I don't think they do. But they just drew 3 cards. Also, what did they throw out? It looks like they threw out an NGO from. It means they have good cards in hand. Yeah, they Nisei'd it. Wow. There's agendas in here. We just got 1 Nisei token out. Trash Maryland campaign? Yeah, we have enough money. Next turn we'll siphon. Donald, how's it going? Just got out of work. How much more time do we have? About an hour. Thanks for dropping by. How's work? That version said they wanted to be Paragon, but didn't want to manually trigger when testing on JNet. Yeah, I'm not surprised. All right, that's the final agenda. Still don't have a code gate. What's our play? I think our play is siphon, install fem, run, but then we lose the Nisei token. That's not our play anymore. We just can't get through code gates. Shit. So what's our play here? We can run Archives, install fem, run. The thing is, no, we can't. We just can't. We can't. We literally have to fem this and hope they don't have a code gate. There's no other way, right? I think it's Mars for Martians, install fem on this run twice. I just hope they don't have a code gate. And they should have put this here, right? Oh, I know, it doesn't matter, actually. Mars install fem, yeah. Like, we have no other option. If they have a code gate in hand, we lose. Boop. Oh, wait, we lose anyways. We don't have 4 cards in hand. This is an Obokata. I think we just lose. This is a future perfect? Or food? Maybe they're on food. Did we see an Obokata yet? But if it's an Obokata, we lose. Maybe it's just an NGO front. No. Yeah, GG. No way in. Fuck, yeah, we needed to fem that a long time ago. And now we can't win because they have an Nisei token, so any run loses, let alone they're not running a 5-point agenda. So what did we learn? Amakua. Amakua does so much against this. Like, we could deal with this, we can deal with this, we can deal with Sandstorm. Amakua would be so good. We lost entirely to this card. Excalibur lost us the game. I think we could have played better against it, but like, wow, that was the closest matchup we had. And that was really close. Like, they got through there with 4 credits. If we siphoned them, actually, we could have kept them out. But if they siphoned, they just used the Nisei token. Yeah, maybe siphoning was right. You can cut your breakers to 2 ofs. I don't know about that, because we need the Amina that best. Maybe we do 2 ofs and put 2 Amakuas in there. Or against IP block in the worst case. My hand was a nightmare in the beginning, though. Oh, yeah? What else was in hand? Had I doofed turn 1, would I have bought another? Because you... Because if they doof... No, if we doof, we still lose. They just can't score. It buys us another turn. So actually the diversion was right. I think the diversion was right. Have you heard of Nisei? And if so, what do you think of it? Yeah, I totally heard of Nisei. I'm excited to see what happens. I think the applications are already in and they're figuring out who's going to be on their thing. I'm excited to see what happens. Andre, do you have any feelings, opinions about Cash Refresh? I played it once. I think it's fine if you want to get into the game. I'm not excited about it. I played it at Worlds. A limited card pool, I don't love. Because you got to like start figuring out what you have to play against. And then that just rewards like card pool knowledge. Which I have card pool knowledge, but not like of what comes in what cycle. But it just doesn't seem like the game was balanced around limited card pool. So there's probably something that's just busted in Cash Refresh. Having the bigger card pool, it's easier and harder for them to balance. But like the game seems much more balanced with a full card pool. There's a chance with the quarter of the card pool is just like criminal's not viable or something like that. I don't know. You also have to know about how many cards, how many copies of cards come in the core set. Because I think you only have 1 core set of Cash Refresh, if I'm right. Actually 12, maybe not bad. By turn 5 I had 4 or 5 changes. Oof. Yeah, and the new core set doesn't even have pips on it to tell you how many of the cards. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that this like it adds so much more information if you want to play around the card pool. That's not obvious. I guess turn the other way. Yeah, I think if we siphoned, we would add another turn. The idea of playing Cash Refresh is physically repellent to me. I had a fine enough time. Actually, my least favorite thing about Cash Refresh is the betting system, because it just encourages like you. That was yeah, that makes sense. That's what we saw. Is like people thought like, oh man, this deck is going to be busting Cash Refresh. I'm going to pay 9 credits. And sometimes they just won. Like, they're playing PU and nobody could deal with it. And, like, even starting with no cards in hand, no credits, they still just win. And then they never play their runner. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Not a big fan. There's no way to stop fast advance, I don't think. I think it's only that one resource. I'm talking about soccer. There's no bidding. It's just a card pool. Oh. Okay. I don't know. I didn't like the bidding part. 10 A's, how's it going? Get some sleep. Thanks for dropping by. Enjoy your sleep. That does. If we got an Amina earlier in the game, obviously this would be a different game as well. And there they were. They were coming right up. So yeah. That's a good card. Does Venge... Is that in the latest cycle? Yeah, Vengeance is 2 cycles. Vengeance is from Mars. 0. Like, yeah, I don't know. Good night. If I like limited formats, I'd rather play like Draft. Draft is actually a ton of fun because the game is wildly different and like everyone has like the same power level of nonsense and it's just like a more fun game because like you don't know what install advances. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. This is our 10 to 1. Boom. I'm just going to keep playing this button. Fuck. Yeah, you're right. I didn't move it. We are going to... I'm going to lock that. Amina's next. We're going to play some Wayland. A&R Sealed is my favorite format. It's like Draft, but faster. Yeah, Sealed is actually pretty cool, too. I think from ANRSealed.com, though, we got some busted packs. Like, I remember playing A&R Sealed when opponents had, like, Cipher in it, and it just wasn't fun. So I think you need to balance the card pool. If you don't know about this website, by the way, it's sick. You can print sealed packs. It doesn't have the newest cycle, does it? Or in Reverie, no. It looks like it hasn't been updated in a bit. Still fun, though. Wait, what was the last cycle? Oh, Qatar. No, it has everything. It just doesn't have Rain and Reverie. Bummer. Uh, where are we? We're here. All right. We're gonna get some Wayland in here, and that'll ride us out. So I actually kind of like the outfit. The outfit's been doing well competitively too. Let's talk about the outfit. If we don't spend time talking about the name, we're not worried that we didn't make a good one. The outfit, it's a Wayland ability. It says, when you gain a bad publicity, take 3 credits. And the good thing about Wayland right now, there's actually a lot of really strong cards that came in Rain and Reverie. I think Too Big to Fail is the big one here. The thing about Too Big to Fail is that it's an absurd economy card. Specifically in the outfit, it's a 10 credit from 1-click economy card. You get a bad pub, which makes it 10 credits. This is blackmail. And that's really strong. Because the one big way that Wayland's been punishing a lot of runners is by hitting hard-hitting news. And hard-hitting news, you generally have to spend... If the runner has a lot of money, you're spending a lot of money. And now with Too Big to Fail, you're going to come up ahead a lot of the times. Like, you can spend all your money to put the runner at 8 tags, and then Too Big to Fail out of it next turn. It also means on turn 1, you can suddenly start with 15 credits easily in the outfit. A lot more if you're playing Hedge Fund and IPO. And they just can't run. Because as soon as they run, they threaten things like C-Source and the close accounts. They just threaten hard-hitting news turn 1 that you could just make them spend a whole turn at 8 credits removing a tag. And they can do that, and it slows them down. It doesn't make you win if they can just clear at least 3 of the tags. Generally, it doesn't make you win, but then you can start running things like Zealous Judge. And by turn 1, you put them at the crossroads of trash the Zealous Judge or die. So let's kill them. High profile target is the card we're talking about. Again, we just win every Liza matchup, which is pretty strong. And another card that's really good with bad publicity is Hostile Takeover, which we'll play 3 of. This gives us 8 credits when we score it, which is fantastic. And the other one is the Arms Factory. And I think I'm going to play 3 of these, but this card's insane. It gives you a credit a card every turn. If the runner wants to trash it, you gain 3 more credits, so they generally don't. Gronkov is saying SIU, which is a Special Investigations Unit, CU. And I actually don't like this card. The deck list that was on Netrunner DB, and as the deck list I lost against in the Toronto Regionals, is running 1 of this card. And it literally makes no sense to me. When your turn begins, you may trash CU to trace 3. If successful, give the runner 1 tag. So this card is not only 3 influence, not only does this card get trashed for free with bad pub you're going to have, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you run this when you can run something like a C-Source? If they do run, mind you. Sometimes they don't run, right? Because you have so many credits. But this is a great card. It's untrashable. It's less influence. You can C-Source Zealous, and now they're fucked. Or you can also go run the other one, which I forget the name of. There's another tag one, right? Gets around runners that don't run. Yeah, but there's another card that does that. And I would open Netrunner DB right now, but I can't. What is the name of the card? There's another yellow card that gives a trace even if they don't run. It's a double, though. There's a card. It exists. It's also 3 influence, I think. Threat level. Thank you. Steven, Wagaboo, what's up? Dunbrick, Tataki, y'all got it. Threat level alpha is another card you can play. It's 2 influence, and this is a double, and it says trace 3, trace 1. Give the runner 1 tag. It's a double, though. So, like, you have to install SIU, hope they don't run it, which means if you're losing, it's not going to do anything. This card doesn't do anything either. Maybe that's worse. But this is less influence. I just don't get SIU. It's a 1 of in the deck. They don't tutor it. I don't know. It seems really bad to have a trashable 1-cost card when you can play operations and do the exact same thing. Not my jam. So let's win a game. Hopefully we can. We got to get an agenda suite in here. The agenda suite is pretty good. We can do Atlas. We can play restricted cards. We have a couple options. We have Hunter Seeker. We also have Global Food. I think we can do Global Food on this one. And what else do we want? That's a deck, right? We got to figure out what Ice is. Archer's pretty good. Even if they have bad pub, this thing hits pretty hard. Maybe we don't run 3 of it. Maybe we only run 2. We need another agenda in here. I think we just play Oaktown. Not that one. Mouseless is great because if they run into this and they're not expecting it, they take a tag. You can res Zealous Judge on another remote. It's another good reason why you might want to run Data Raven. Even if they have a million bad pub, this is still a taxing card, and that's really strong. Otherwise, Horton is a good card. I think I'm like probably card for card building one of the decks I want to think. Barriers is interesting. You can run Vanilla, which they break for free eventually, but they need to get their breaker out, which is pretty important. I've been trying to play Quicksand, which is a card that actually cancels out bad pub. Because even if they have bad pub, at some point this is going to get out of hand if they have to run a lot. It's probably not good for 3 credits, and the games generally end faster than that. was running SIU and New Angeles Sol with Surveillance Sweep for a bit. It seemed like it should be good, but it wasn't. Surveillance Sweep is only during a run, so I don't think that actually does anything apathy. But yeah, it's better in CTM, right? I don't really know how to build these horrible kill decks. Just jam cards in remote. You're probably not going to kill the runner, but if they don't die, I don't know. Oh yeah, let's run 3 Surveyors because it's good. It also gives tag, so if they hit this, sometimes you can just boost a Res Zealous Judge and win. This is probably too many cards. We have more influence. One card I actually really like that people aren't playing for some reason is Exchange of Information. People will often, we also play Consulting Visit, right? People will often keep a single tag because a single tag isn't that threatening in Wayland because all their cards, their kill cards, like Boom need 2 tags and High Profile Target needs a lot, that you can easily exchange a food for a hostile takeover, and it's absolutely insane. I love Gatekeeper, you have the influence. Gatekeeper is definitely an option here. You can also, in theory, play Sea Source, which we talked about. It's not a bad card. There's also a new card. Like, another option instead of doing Sea Source, if I think this still works, is you can play MCA Informant. And you can play NCA Informant on a runner's resource and then Res Zealous Judge. So if they don't run and they don't play a resource, like this seems so much better than SIU as well. It's less influence, it's not trashable. If they install a connection, you put this on the connection, you trash the connection, and you Res the Zealous Judge. Seems really good. How's it going, Spags? Yeah, we have the Visit in there for sure. Like, this is another option. Like, for sure you could do this. I've Sea Source boomed runners with 1 tag, usually in Argus. That's actually really cute too. People play Bulwark. Yeah, Bulwark is another good one. There's also the Bus one, Under the Bus, which seems like a good card too if you want. This is generally an econ card. You gain 2 credits, trash a connection. There's not a lot of connections going on right now that I care about, so maybe MCA is wrong as well, but like Anarch decks are running, specifically like the competitive Anarch decks, the only connection they're running is, what's his name? It's actually a really strong card, Maxwell James. Oh yeah, 3 Econ Warfare, of course. That's why this deck is good. We have too many cards. So we don't run this. We gotta cut 1 card. Yeah, we want Bulwark in there for sure. So let's cut one of these, cut one of these, cut one of these, play 2 Bulwarks. And we got a deck. This is probably card for card, the deck. I think you could play different assets. I don't think actually they were running Zealous Judge. You could also run Executive Bootcamp, which lets you search for your cards. It also lets you like stop indexings. 1 second. Ow. I have a version of this deck somewhere. I don't know where though. I built it. Whatever. I don't know. I'm pretty confident I had more assets in here. All Seeing Eye is good with Liza all over the place. It's not. It's really not. All Seeing Eye is really bad because Valencia's everywhere. It does nothing. And specifically in Outfit, like, it does nothing. Also, Liza's not running out of resources. I don't think All Seeing Eye is good. Lady Liberty is an option, but it's a trashable, and they have bad pub. Like, I don't know. I'd rather just go fast, and that's the opposite of a fast card. It also doesn't give us Atlas tokens. It doesn't give us hostile tokens. It's good for food, though. But let's just try this. Lady Liberty is a hell of a card. You're just tuning in? Yeah, we got that to work. How's it going? We're streaming Saturday, by the way. We have the last regional Montreal. Hopefully you drop by. We got some new equipment just for it. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully the internet there is good. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Lady Liberty is a beast. It is, but oh man, everything's moving today. I just don't know if we need it. I'm gonna lock that one in too. I lost a Vanity Liberty deck. That's what we were playing last week, actually. We were playing Vanity, Food, Liberty, Blue Sun. It was a lot of fun. I don't think we lost the game. Someone's playing Boom. I hope this is Jim's playing Liza against the Boom deck. Oh, it's Jinteki, never mind. Man, I want to see what the win rate is. Like, I want the stats from coming up from Netrunner DB that show, like, because they do, like, the win rate between Liza and Argus. It's going to be like 3%. Yo, Hanny, how's it going? Last official regional. Excited to see you again, Hanny, on Saturday. Do you know who's coming down from Ottawa? Is it you and Lopaire? Or is Gregor coming around too? And the fam. I just seen 3 out of 4 cards in hand and just had top deck Vanity. Oh, you played? Yeah, that was last week, right? Last regional, I'm sure. Official regional, yeah, that's important to say. Alex, Ryan, myself, and 2 others. Fantastic, Annie. Are you staying out of the hotel up in Laval? Because there's a hotel, by the way, if you're coming in, like right across the street from the place. It's also a really good time to come to Montreal. It's Just for Laughs Festival this weekend. It's MTL Metal Montreal. It's a metal concert. I think it's Oshiega like next week. If you haven't come to Montreal, absolutely huge plugs. It's a French city technically, but everyone speaks English downtown. You'll be fine. It's fantastic. No, that was on my FLGS. Oh, okay. That happened last week as well on the channel. Top Deck did. I think we were playing for someone with chat. I don't remember who. All right, so there's a chance that these games will last less long than waiting for an opponent. Saturday in and out. Oh damn, that's hardcore, huh? I can make the 6-hour drive both ways. I didn't have plans to totally come up on Saturday. Hey, no worries. Sadly, I got sick in Toronto. Oh shit, Hanny, are you feeling better? Hanny was playing. There's this guy. What do you ran HQ? I think it was a legwork, and his hand was snare, obakata, obakata. And as long as Hanny hits one obakata, sure, he wins. And he hit 2 snares before the obakata. Absolutely insane. Oh, just today. Oh shit, Hanny. Hope you feel better. Oh wait, switch what actually? Because I don't want to run. What are you playing this weekend? Spags, I'm not playing actually. I'm just going to be casting. It looks like I'm going to be streaming and just like doing commentary. If there's an odd number of people, maybe I'll jump in. But like, I don't plan to be in the finals because I want to commentate them. Alright, Valencia has a bad pub. That really doesn't matter to us. His hand is okay. It's not great. This in hand is fantastic. This is also really good, but we want punishment. We want econ warfare. We want hard-hitting news. Their existence pollutes our minds, our communities, and our environment. We can't allow them to perpetuate their false narratives. The world needs to know the truth. When you hear your family, they mess with us, we make them pay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to hit that mulligan there. Yeah, that's a hand. They kept. It's scary. A lot of Val decks are running indexing right now. I gotta be worried about that. Kid Cat Spot, how's it going? Watching for the first time? Welcome. How'd you find the channel? Thanks for dropping by. So this is not great. I think we can draw once here. That's good for a remote server because it's gonna be a while for them to get into that. We have nothing to jam though. I think this is better on the remote server than this. Putting this on R&D seems pretty bad because it's a single ice, but it looks like ice and that's kind of important. Olive Garden code. Hey, when you hear your family. Unlimited breadsticks. They got the rebirth in hand, and that's actually really scary if they rebirth into Edward Kim and run. They also have a 0 and a liberated, so it looks like they're going to slow down. Stim hack also means they're good at running the remote. You want in on the drinking game? Oh, man. 0 coming out. Paperclip in the bin. Mother... MK Ultra. So, like, they can stim hack this relatively easily. I really want to get an agenda as soon as possible. We actually can jam them to the Zealous if they really need to. I wish we could advance this. So if we draw, we have 7, so we can still play 2 cards, and that's a really good card. We'll build a remote. We'll get more money. And they're scared to interact with us, and rightly so, because we're consulting visit for hard-hitting news, which puts them far back. But now they have the money. 2 bad pub. How bad is that? I think we want the money, because we need the money to punish them once they run the remote. And mind you, this cost us only 7 credits, but like, it's still a lot of money, you know? And this gives us 8. Gives them 2 bad pub, which is really easy for them to install their programs. Now they install Paperclip for 2. Rebirth, that's Edward Kim. They're running HQ. Let's go. They rebirth into Omar? What? They're playing Find the Truth. RNG key build. That's a slower build. They did Omar? That can't be right. Double Bulwark, huh? That's 14 credits. It'd be stupid not to do this. Maybe they don't run because they can't break code gates. Maybe they're scared of it. Oh, and they just lost the... What? They just lost Maxwell James? You install that. Why would you throw that out? High profile target on HQ. Playing the strike. So this is going to be really expensive. I think they stim hack this remote, but they lost the stim hack actually. This is a safe remote. All right, and yeah, they played the strike. It looks like they didn't want to or couldn't believe to contest this, so it's a bad time to play the employee strike right when they look like we're going to score. So we have a counter, and that's really big because that means there's economic warfare. So we have to go really fast because their economy is actually really good. But this is a huge deal because it means at any time that they run, and they don't have, sorry, but they're seeing what we're top decking too. It means at any point in time, we can pull. We'll take bad publicity. Oh, that doesn't give us money anymore. And we're not paying 5 credits. Hell no, we're not paying 5 credits. You can have 3 bad pub. That strike is really cute. So that's an arms factory. They can go ahead and trash that. If we res that, they trash that for 3. We get nothing. So we can consider taking this and jamming into there. That Maxwell James seems wrong. What else could we do? We can, in theory, consulting visit for, we can Atlas for a consulting visit. Then we don't have an option here. Like, then we could do this into hard-hitting news with Zealous on the table. That actually might be okay. Again, there's no connection, so the MCA informant is not really good, but, like, yeah, it's pretty great. Drinking game should be a word. I haven't actually seen that Google document yet, but we could run this into here, and then we could do, credit? Hard-hitting news? The thing is, we can't defend it really well. And they're going to be on 13. I think we might just want to grab a... No, there's no way. Can we jam something into this remote? They know we have this. Don't love this play, but at least we can... Oh, that's not right. Maybe this will pull the heat off. I doubt it. Turntable, big card. We're going to try and use this liberally as we can. Paperclip, Daily Cast in the bin. 0, hell of a card. They got more money coming down. Liberty account, they're up on 13. I think we'll res this because we can trash over it. Excuse me, now we actually want to blow our money. So we want to trash that. We can still build a big remote because as soon as we get a surveyor in here, it's real business. So building a big remote is good. There's also a wee chance. Oh man, if we could get down to fewer credits, it'd be actually pretty good. We can build this into another remote. If they trash this one, it might be okay. They trash it for free though, but it forces them to run. They might think it's another illegal arms factory. They don't know we're on it, so I don't know. Maybe that's okay. Maybe they hit this and they light a fire and we res this, but then they just go trash both. Alright, they're just running. So they ran this turn. They trashed this for free, so not a big deal. But now they know that we know they're on Zealous. 2 more in the deck. So they have to choose what server they run before they can find the truth. So they don't actually know. And 22 credits is a lot of credits. We have the Alice. We have the Raven. So this is going to cost us 4 plus 10 plus 20. That's a 24 credit server. Not something we can do. And there's no way we can jam this into this. But if they want to run this server, man, that's a lot. Resing those with strike up seems wrong. I think actually my version of the deck had scarcity in it. Maybe I wasn't on scarcity. We can install this up here to go to 10. But that's not good enough because we have to be fewer than 10. We can install this on here to put it at 10. I don't want to play this also with a strike up. Do we just Atlas for hostile? We know the other employee strike is in here. Atlasing for hostile can't be right. We throw out 2 cards. Oh boy, we couldn't go fast. And now they have a lot of money. Their money does dry up eventually though. They haven't broke anything. Archer would be also pretty sweet here too. Grab H2 to clear. Yeah, I think we might have to clear and just throw cards out. Yeah, fuck it. Spags convinced me. Do we install over this? I don't think we do because now this is offline. We're just going to have to throw some cards out. We're also super far away from hitting this target, but as soon as we score this, it's good again. So double scorch is good. They haven't played a single I've had worse though, so these are not that great. This card is okay. I do like the Raven a lot because that's the one thing that they can't deal with. 4 bad pub sounds bad. It's probably bad. This is a good card. They trash this for 1 though if they access it, and I think they will. I still think we need to try it. Oh man. We need this card. Oh man, are we actually throwing this out? Looks like we're playing Glacier. Let's get a Surveyor on here. Hopefully we win. Ice Carver, that does something. Does it? I don't actually think it does anything in this matchup. Omar. 28 credits. We want to make them install breakers. Omar on HQ. They hit the Atlas. Damn it. That was our play. Luckily, we used this token before we lost it to the turntable, so there's some value in that. We want to score these out of the deck so that we don't lose to turntable. So getting these out of the deck is good, and they have more money than us. We can make them lose 4. We can value. Putting this on archive seems good. Putting this on the server seems really good. That's 7 strength ice. Damn, we're good. We can make them lose 4 here. It makes it easier for them to hit the too big to fail though, so I don't love it. We probably should have drawn before anything else though. Clicking for credit is definitely wrong. I don't want to draw last click because I'm way too stubborn. Ice Carver is huge in this matchup. It makes both Surveyor and Archer odd numbers for MK. I don't think it actually does that much for the... Does it actually? For Archer, it puts it on 5. 2, 4. Yeah, it saves 3. So if we res this, they have to install their breaker. It gives them something to smash on, but they can smash on it either way. So this is when things start to get bad. -1 strength ice. My friend who took Dando Jenny to school won with 6 bad pub in major tournament. Yeah, like 6 bad pub, eventually you lose. Like if we can't rush, we lose. And this deck should have had an audacity. We forgot to put an audacity in it. That's the way we win. We did forget the audacity. MC and Foreman not going to do anything in this matchup. And just like I said, the Val lists don't have a lot of those. Maybe they played around it, but I highly doubt it. This is doing good work for us. So this is going to cost 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7. I think we have to force them into this remote. I don't know if they run an uniced card. And if we res all this, we can like recover by giving them a bad pub. Resing Vanilla is a mistake. They install Clippy for free. Oh yeah, it's totally true. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. This Surveyor is shit, so we won't res it. Yeah, we really need audacity. Yeah, that was a mistake. There's no reason to res it. It cost them literally nothing. And I got this for free. They don't have to play around Arc Lockdown. They trashed the Zealous Judge. That's good. So if we score this, the game's going to come down entirely to the last hostile. And we don't have an audacity. If we have an audacity, we have a couple more plays. Actually, this is the last one, so no, not really. It looks like we have this. Oh, they got too big to fail. They trashed that for 2 credits. They're on 27. We're going to be on 20. We got the Archer, though, which we can't res anymore because... We're on 6 points, and this is probably where we lose. 3 foods in the deck, 1 hostile. If somehow we manage to top deck the hostile. And they're just going to get a big turning wheel, and we have no way to shuffle because we don't have preemptive. So we definitely lose this game, unless they misplay, like, egregiously. They also know it's on R&D, so they can choose not to run here. I think our only plays are, like, draw, jam, and then make them run through this garbage remote a lot. Unfortunately, we did lose our too big to fail. We have 2 more in the deck. But we're just going to lose to big turning wheel. Shuffle with consulting visit. Alec, how's it going? Yeah, that actually is our only shuffle effect. But then we can only draw once and it'll be in HQ and they access all of HQ. So it's not really the shuffle effect we want. I'm not raising that. RNG key. Oh, accessing a lot. So now we, in theory, could shuffle. So a big reason why I don't think Argus is as good as this deck is that a lot of times you can just take the meat damage, especially if you're on counter surveillance. But now they know the next, what? I think 4 cards? They know the next 3 cards. They're just going to do that up. Stack up for a strong Surveyor. Yeah, we think we have to. This puts them back 8, which isn't great. As soon as we draw, we break our R&D lock. Actually, we know we don't. These are trash. I think we just robbed them of 8. Or we can use that for a window, right? As soon as we use one of our high hostile takeovers, we have to actually score the Oaktown. Actually, we can't. All that's left in our deck is 3 foods. It's only 3 foods and 1 hostile, so it's so hard for us to win. Hopefully they think something's an NGO front. But even if we ice this up heavily, like they just Omar it. Like icing R&D has no value. This is our best ice. Oh, whatever. We're just going to be spiteful. No yogurt for anyone. Yeah, we lose. Definitely need to cut third at high profile targets. Yeah, maybe. We definitely want an audacity in there. Hell, biotic. Like this deck could biotic out if we want to spend less influence on some of our weird cheesy stuff. Like we could take out the Raven, we could take out the MCA and just biotic. We also probably could take out a Zealous Judge. Alright, 3 credits on that run. Man, we need the Raven here. But then again, they just run archives. Yeah, we don't win. We can just concede, right? Like they have very little econ now. They're getting 3 credits a run by running R&D. Then, oh, and this. Man, this is a shitty card. Alright, now we draw, jam. And hopefully we jam an asset. Awkward. Install events is a good play if we have Audacity, which we don't. I think on David. On David is bad, but we can put that on there. It's going to cost us 5, so that's 5, 10, 20. Oh, a lot of money. Some money. Yeah, fuck it. This is how we win. They don't have to run this though, right? Because they know we don't have another. As soon as we double advance it, they might think we're on food. Did we do our math wrong? And we can still risk 2 of these. And then the mouseless, which is value. But now they lock R&D. We double advance, and then hopefully like rip a hedge fund off the top. This deck also doesn't have IPO. They missed the RNG key, which is good, because that's 3 credits. Yeah, we have to force them through this remote a lot of times. I think you're right, Spags. The best we can do is make them run through double surveyor multiple times. But like, we lose to this. They only need 2 agendas. And there's 2 in here. There's what, 3 left in here? Access 5 cards. Probably lose right here. Why couldn't they just play Liza, right? Damn, we're good. Seems bad. If they have another like Maxwell James in their hand, we're gonna look so dumb. Your best win condition might be them accidentally triggering turntable. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes it just says yes. Alright, well we gotta put our money where our mouth is. Our mouth is 9 strength sentries. Luckily they're on game point. Woo! Taxing server! Man, if this was an NGO, huh? If we had a 3rd surveyor, fuck me, we'd get through, right? I guess they just trace and take tags. Yo, thinking, fantastic. They don't know what the 3rd surveyor is. Even an Archer here would be okay. Man, Archer would be fine here. Fuck! God, sorry if that was loud. Could have had it. Could have had it. We were close. We were 1 bad Iceman placement away. Forfeit Bulwark is away. Okay. You can't forfeit Bulwark. You're thinking of Tithonium. You have to pay the money to res this. Yeah, they're in. Yeah, you're thinking of the other one. Tithonium. Tithonium you res for free. But like they have bad pub, like it's not a good ice on this deck. The fact that we thought about this makes us look more like an NGO front. Oh, fuck yeah, we got a turning wheel. Oh, so good. Oh, man, we could have had it. We honestly could have had the game. Wow, that's wild. We got really lucky on R&D. I think actually they get through Archer. Because Archer's what, 3, 6, 9? Yeah, they get through it. So we were just a couple credits short. Alright, we got another game in us. Hey, thanks. You too. Alright, so that was pretty one-dimensional play. What worked, what didn't work. We didn't draw any of those. So how do we fix this? Let's edit this real quick. What are we doing here? Sul's Judge doesn't... Seems a bit like, if we get that, we're really lucky. 3 Vanilla, Mouseless, Whoredom, Bulwark. Ice seems okay. What are we missing? Audacity, we definitely want one of those. That sometimes just wins games. Not in love with this MCA. But maybe we gotta play against more Shaper. We'll play 1 less Zealous. Some people play 1 less Illegal. And we need something else to play on the remote. NGO fronts have some value. They're obviously trash for free, but trash for 1 is not that much better. We play a Preemptive. You don't think MCA is good? It's probably not great. Like, now that we're going down to 2 Zealous, it's probably even worse. And we can't pay 4 to do nothing. Besides Treasure Resource. I prefer, like, Archive Memories. Archive Memories is super sweet, actually. Hey, what's up, Zach? Expose. Expose is pretty terrible. We don't want to spend money removing bad pub. It's like the opposite of everything the deck is trying to do, which is like take bad pub to get money to go fast. Like ideally, we just win faster than Archive Memories is really good. Archive Memories Too Big to Fail is dope. Crank, what's up? Needs more snare? Yeah, Kenny's was playing snare, and I don't get why. Snare is dope with Zealous Judge, but I like what people are on Counter Surveillance or Clan Vengeance, and like I don't want to pay for. -1 high HPT. Oh yeah, right. That was a thing. Thank you. Yeah, Archive Memories is great. You have CV. Consulting visit. Yeah, we have the consulting visit. Yeah, exactly. So 4 cards for kill is enough. So wow, that's 2 slots. We could play more ice. What else is good? I'm pretty sure there's an asset we're forgetting. We could also just jam 2 NGO fronts, Rashidas, stuff like that. I like NGO front. 14 ice seems like a lot for a rush deck. There must be something else we're missing. Something's good here. Drudge. I haven't tried Judge work. I think that's probably the best reason to do it. It's also an econ positive card, which is pretty great. Preemptive seems not great. I think we lose before preemptive. I want to try Judge. Only HHN to tag. How is it going to last warrior? HHN to tag, and we have Raven, and we have Mouseless, and we have Surveyor. But hard-hitting news is generally enough. We could do preemptive. We could just also do like an IPO. I don't know if money matters that much. A single copy, Crisium is an option, but a single copy of IPO seems pretty bad. It's also counter, it's like anti-synergists are too big. I think bottoming agendas is losing. This doesn't bottom though, it shuffles. So whatever. Why snare? Because Diggs and R&D are going to kill you otherwise? I don't know, it's just value. I want to try it, Terrence. It might not be the best, but I just want to try it. What do we want? I don't know. What's a good Wayland card? There's a lot of good Wayland operations. Baseball bat, that's not fantastic. Trojan Horse, we can capitalize on credits, but like Anarch's pretty bad. Force Connection is really good if we have the tags, and it's... I like this better than Snare, actually. It's good with Zealous. We got too few of them, too. The problem is, like, this is really bad when they have bad pub. So this is, like, a total win more cards. Brian is probably great. Yeah, that's what I have. Brian is great. Because we can Brian into, like, we can Economic War. And if they clear the tags, Brian is really great. That's a very, very good play. 3 IPO on Brian. I don't know if we want to do IPO. I think we have enough Brian value. It's also another card to jam with the remote. Oh man, automation, so good. Oh yeah, Scarcity is an option, but we need to play 3 of them. I don't think we have slots for 3. Definitely an option. Brian is less good with TBTF. No, I'll gain another 10. I don't care. I'll take another bad pub, gain 10. It's fine. The bats are good against CV Hippo. Yeah, they are. Well, kind of. Sort of. I'm not worried about Hippo. Should I be? Kevin, how's it going? Oh yeah, you said Scarcity, excuse me. Baseball bat hits CV. Baseball bat, it can't be virtual. CV isn't virtual. I think that's the only conditions. It can't be virtual or a program. Alright. Woo! It's happening! Mulligan into a high profile target and win. Oh god, we're gonna lose. Best of luck, have fun. The matchup is happening. Paywall that clears strike? It's an option. I want a paywall though, I don't think it's great. Alright, well that's fantastically bad. Holy shit. We just need to draw consulting. Like we want to get one of their centers open so they can get their tags. I hope they're a tag me deck. Set to be below credit threshold. If you're firing Brian, that's probably not the board state. Going HQ. We'll res this. They can siphon us. Real bad. Got the Amina though. That's pretty good. Please no agenda. Got the Surveyor. Nice. So they got 2 tags. So we top deck our card. We do 4 damage. Check out the last game of NYC Regional on stream. Yeah, it's insane. There you go. Oh yeah, huge plug. Also not only VTTV. This is a really bad ice against them. That's a really bad ice against them. That's a good ice against them. Actually, we probably want that on the other server. Trash. Trash. Yeah, I totally have to plug this. The New York Regionals were streamed by Code Marvelous. It's a really good quality stream. I don't think they're on YouTube. I think it's only on Twitch. Check it out. It's all in here. You'll find it in there. And he's also doing some RPG stuff. I think it's in the Netrunner universe. 2 tags. If they take another tag, they die. If we can top deck one of 3 cards. Actually, 4 of... Just 4 cards. So 1 in 10 chance they die. We have enough credits. If they siphon us, we go down to 0. That's unfortunate. We might actually consider triple advancing this. I think we do triple advance this. If we don't top deck anything good, we triple advance this. Because this is where we lose. Getting 1 Amana out is actually really big. Hey, where I know you're never supposed to meet your heroes, but Dan and Sanjay were both really cool guys. I met Dan at Worlds last year for the first time. Didn't have that much time to talk to him. I spent much more time talking to Sanjay. What a good dude. I don't think it's... You're gonna have to work really hard to find something bad to say about Sanjay. Dan also does really good work. I didn't talk to him enough. I didn't meet him, really. But he streams a lot. Don't try too hard. Are they still here? They didn't leave, right? Hey. Maybe they're thinking. Yeah, think whether they take the tag or not. I'm really happy that this matchup finally happened on the stream. Because their win rate's really hard. Again, like a legwork, sometimes they just win. There's a lot of agendas in there. Luckily, we do have a drudge work. We mulliganed out of it. Did they? Is this how you not lose as Liza against Wayland? If you don't make a move, you can't lose. They didn't disconnect, did they? Oh, they're still here. Yeah, Liza's not optional. Yeah, totally. You have to do it. So, like, if they run any of our remotes, I'm sorry, any of our servers, they're going to take the 3rd tag. And 3rd tag means they die. The only winning move is not to play. Exactly. Kayak, how's it going? Maybe finally happened, right? Yeah, right? If it's a standoff. If we DC, their win rate is still perfect. This is how you beat Argus decks, right? For the integrity of the win rate, you cannot leave. We can't! We literally can't. I'm not leaving. I'm winning this. I'm winning this. This button opens Netrunner DB. Just checking if it's still down. Sorry for that white screen. It is. Yo, Canvas, how's it going? What happened? How you doing? What's up, Zach? Are you still in it? It disconnected me? Motherfucker. We needed a positive 100% win rate against Liza. How's it going? Can we reload the game? I want to join in the G game. Shit, okay. Apparently we're losing this one. Do you want a rematch? Zach, you want a rematch? Nah, it's all good. Gotta concede that one. Surely, dude. It might not get enough time to get trashed. Okay, so let's just see how quickly we win. 2 cards down. Yeah, we win this game. There's like no way we lose. It's not showing any games for me on JNet. Oh no! I don't know what's going on, yo. Oh yeah, hey, what? Me too. Yo, I think JNet went down, yo. Can we confirm that? I got a JNet button here too. What have I missed? Had to leave during your Liza stuff. We played a lot of Liza. 0 games. Yeah, actually, something's bad. JNet exploded. Ah, shit. Zach, that's the only way you win that matchup, huh? Same thing happened to me a few minutes ago. It started coming back. Yeah, okay. Well, shit. That's not great. You're in a game right now. It looks like I see no games. A lot of people in the lobby are saying to think Cav is high profile target. You may have been able to get you? I don't know about that. First NRDB and now JNet. It's the Netpocalypse. A lot of like video game services were getting DDoS last week actually. Hope that's connected. Netrunner officially dead. Steven! Careful. My opponent's playing. Oh, wild. Okay. You had the Pap and the Fall Guy. Oh, shit. You're actually running all that? Is that working out for you? Is that actually working out? Is that worth playing? I don't think those are worth playing, Zach. I don't know. It just seems like too many card slots against one specific matchup that you already have an abysmal win rate against. Like, I think with all that shit, like, if I draw too big to fail, I don't know, your win rate goes from, like, maybe 10 to 20. Yeah, everyone's on Wayland on JNet because everyone's on the other one. We might be coming back here, actually. It's a good thing I need a pee break. Alan, you can pause the stream and just pretend it's paused. It's fine. Oh, looks like we're coming back. You want to try it again? Yeah, it looks like we're back up. I don't know what that's about. Do it again, right? I don't know. We'll see. Zach joins. I don't know what the delay is like. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't think you do it IRL, but just trying it on JNet because it's literally 0 wins otherwise. Yeah, I feel it. Oh, perfect. Zach's back. If you know, this is Zach. Zach's from Florida, Georgia. Competitive player. Very strong player. Oh, that hand's okay. I think we hard mulligan for 1 card, though, because this ice is useless. This is bad. This is good. This is bad, bad, bad. We'll mulligan for that 1 card. Damn, we're good. Okay. Alright. Just gotta make sure we click for credits and do literally nothing else. We can lose this. We just click for credits. Virginia area, maybe WV, I'm not actually sure. Virginia, thank you. My American, beans. This technically ends the run. Embezzle time? Yeah, right? We're weak to embezzle right now. So let's just keep 5 cards in hand. Second guest ever on the source. Damn. What an honor. Who's first, actually? 2 cards, 1 tag. Alice off the top. Remember how we were cocky all night about this? I can taste it. I can taste this. The loss, that is. Sorry, very close. Legwork, 6 points. Run RD, 2 more points. Strike's coming up. That's fine. Fall Guy, wireless net. This is fine. You don't have the paparazzi. You just don't have it. Fuck you. Take more tags. Hollis. Because it's a Netrunner podcast and we thought it was a law. Yeah, right? I think the law is invite Hollis. Does he have the paparazzi? Is hard hitting news good now? No, we need the credits. We need to trash all this shit. It just buys us 1 turn, right? Because they're going to be 3 tagged real soon. But we got to make sure we trash Fall Guy and all this shit. I'm just amazed how fast you guys play. Yeah, Zach has been playing for a long time. Very competitive player. I've been also playing for a fair time. I'm pulling a lot of Kill Wayland, right? And all we have to do now is make sure we have enough credits and make sure he has 3 tags. We could hard any news. I don't know. Fem's coming down. That's going on HQ. Runs HQ here with an embezzle, maybe? Oh, he loses. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, 3 tags is a mistake. If he didn't play that, didn't have it in hand, didn't have the paparazzi, but if he didn't play the credit kiting, he just buys a turn, though. There's no way he could win. It's impossible. Right? There's just not enough agendas. 4 points in hand. No agendas in next 6 cards. So, I think I'd have it. Yeah, that's just kind of what's going to happen with that match. Hard hitting news maybe was not the worst play there. Like if he wanted to stay back, yeah, maybe we hard hitting news. But I don't think you stay back. They don't have an economy engine. Wow, he's also playing this card. It's actually a pretty good card. Bring back Plascrete. Plascrete doesn't even do enough, right? Eventually he's gonna have 7 tags and like 14 damage. You're gonna need a lot of Plascrete. Garbage Surveyor. Your Ogniv doesn't do enough either, Terrence, right? Because your Ogniv gives you enough counters equal to tags. So let's say you have 12 tags. So now you have 12 counters on your Ogniv Mercs in best case scenario. It is unique, so you can't have another one. But the high profile target does 24 damage. So like you need your Ogniv Mercs and Obelisk, and it's just, I don't know. It's a cute thing when people cite Obelisk is how they don't die. Yeah, I don't know. Pap was 5 cards down. Yeah, that's a hard matchup. But play, it's 1150 actually. No, that's probably it for tonight. Pap, Dummy Box, Obelisk. Yeah, Dummy Box helps a lot. But then you're better off with Paparazzi than your Ogniv Mercs if you're playing big hand size and Obelisk. Obelisk and, sorry, Dummy Box. If you have time for one more, I can hop on and lose quickly. It's 11:50. The games generally take around 15 minutes. I haven't had enough dinner, so I think that's going to be it for tonight. The biggest reason is because we're going to be streaming a lot on Saturday. So I have to prepare for it now. That's a bullshit answer. But we're going to be streaming. I'm really excited. We're going to be there all day. Again, it's going to be like an 8-hour stream. I'm not going to be playing, so we're just going to be on commentary all day. So tell your friends. pull up a beer. If you're in Europe, it's gonna be easy to watch because we'll start in the morning. It'll be great. Hey, thanks for the game too, Zach. You done with your regional season there? Are you going to Gen Con actually? Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Thanks, Nail. Thanks for dropping by, huh? To all the people dropping by also. We saw a lot of people here for the first time. So cool. Firstly, just to be here, let alone being in chat. It's great. I'll be at Gen Con for one day. You playing Netrunner or not? Just to stop by and see folks. Oh, that's really kind. Hey, have fun, eh? Gen Con is like 2 weeks from now. I want to see more outfit. Yeah, outfit's not bad at all. Pretty good. Kaiga's saying Obelisk plus Mercs protects from 1, but that's not great. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough matchup. And if you want to put so many cards and influence just to make this one matchup like considerably better, but still like less than like 40%, 30%, you probably just hope you don't match up to them in tournament. If you want to play game, then I'll be able to play. Probably going to miss your set stream due to getting drunk in the woods, but I'll catch it once it's posted. It'll still be up there, so you can watch it. Whatever. That's all. My plugs today. Got plugged at the beginning. Got to plug it again here. Actually, really big plug to these dudes. If you don't know, VTTV Live is Travis and Victor from Toronto, and they have a channel on YouTube. It's actually probably not. Oh, that actually worked. They do a lot of things for different games. They have Netrunners. Their regional is going to be up here soon, but they did do their regional. They have their Toronto regional this weekend. Also, shout out to all the nice people at Toronto. I met, and everyone in Toronto Toronto's good. But yeah, VTTV. You can watch the Toronto regionals. I comment one game and I play one pretty abysmal game on here. Honestly, I don't think I played very well. But check this stuff out. Travis actually was kind enough, and also Dodgebong publicly uploaded a bunch of like elements that we can use during the stream, like card reveals and like ways to upload deck lists. So huge shout out to Travis. I'm gonna thank him again once all that stuff is up on Saturday. But hopefully, like the production value will be pretty good because of all these people. Zach, will I be at Gen Con? I'm afraid not. No Gen Con, but we'll be at Worlds. Hopefully I'll see you there. I assume you're going to Worlds, Zach. Embezzle constantly and hope. Yeah, right? That's your best plan. I said the whole like connectivity. Oh, hey. Oh, you don't know, huh? Probably not. It sucks, man. Shit, okay. Well, hopefully sometime in the future we'll cross paths. I was meant to go to Gen Con originally, but did not work out. Yeah, Vincent, what's up? About to start my shift. Hey, happy midnight, yo. That's it. We're closing down, Vincent. Are you there on Saturday, bud? Hope to see you. Yeah, you too, man. It's nice to meet you last year. Vincent, you know, are you playing on Saturday? I assume you're on Saturday. You know what you're playing? I can't get Worlds tickets. Yeah, Hoff, it's really hard to get Worlds tickets. They all sold out. That's real difficult. If you win a regional, you get one. That's kind of your easiest shot. They're pretty, I don't know. I think they publicly said that they won't be adding more seats, which kind of sucks. But there's also other things you can get involved in. Like if you're around the area, maybe go to King of Servers. I don't know if that's full or not yet. Specs, if he's in chat, maybe helps out with that. Bouncing back between Matisse, CI, and Argus. Also, a huge shout out. Yeah, I talked about this earlier on the stream. Miles was in here. Miles is known for making these like PCB credits and IDs. I got these credits. They're really dope. You can find them on his Etsy. Also, he was the dude who's largely responsible, from my understanding, from the opening from JNet. So huge shout out to that. And it looks like the new IDs that Miles is making is Valencia and PE. So watch out for that stuff. It's going to be on orbits.com, which links to his Etsy website. I'm not affiliated with any of these people. All right, I'm getting quiet, which means it's late. King of Servers is full in terms of teams, but you might have openings. Yeah, you can, like, I think, go into the freelance pool. That might be the only thing that's open. Vincent's bouncing between MTI, fuck, I keep doing that, CI and Argus. Those are all really good. I'm not that confident about CI, to be honest, but the other ones are great. Apathy, good night. Nail night as well. Thanks so much for dropping by. Thanks to all the people who play the games. Good luck on your regionals this weekend. Hopefully see you in Montreal. If not, check out the stream. We'll be here all Saturday. Ciao.